Across Ghana's 16 regions on the Joy News channel, on DStv channel 421, GoTV channel 125, on Facebook, on X Spaces, and on YouTube. You're tuning to the best breakfast show on the block. I'm Sweetie Aboshi, and we are your hosts.
And I am Samuel Kojo Brace, and it's always an honor and a pleasure to co-host the show with Sweetie Aboshi and to have you allow us into your homes, into your offices, into your spaces, just so we can together build Mother Ghana. We have a lot to discuss in building this country. Of course, the cocoa issue is not going away. We'll be discussing that here on the show.
Yeah, but before we get there, of course, the very first item on our order is the AM News, which comes with a business update segment. And right after, for the news belt, we still have AM Sports, which brings you the latest updates from the world of sports. And then we'll sit with our guests to review the newspapers. Today, we'll be joined by Dr. Yaa Jantuah. She's part of the NPP Communications Directorate. We have Mohammed Bataglia. He's Member of Parliament for Sisala East. They join us to review the newspapers with Kojo and I. And like Kojo was saying, the cocoa features in our big stories today.
Well, the minority Islamic government of scamming cocoa farmers and cooking figures after increasing producer price of cocoa by 62.58% for the 2025-2026 season, giving cocoa farmers their due. Now, a promise fulfilled or a hope dashed. We speak to stakeholders here on the show. And then also launching the Energy Commission Challenge. We'll tell you more about that particular challenge here on the show.
Well, you want to join us with your comments and your thoughts across all social media platforms. We are Joy News on TV. And a gentle reminder that the AM show is sponsored by Syntex Tanks. Syntex Tank, a strong, a top. That takes us to the very first item on our order this morning, the AM News, folks. Welcome aboard. Stay with us. We promise to make it worth your while. Welcome to the first news bulletin on the Joy News channel. This is the AM News with me, Sweetie Aboshi, starting with cocoa farmers up in arms over government's recent announcement of a 63% increase in the producer price of cocoa, claiming the actual boost to their earnings will be a meager 4%. Now, despite Finance Minister Dr. Kaysel Assoforsen's assertion that the new price fulfills President John Mahama's promise to give farmers 70% of the free on-board value, farmers feel the announcement falls short of their expectations. And the minister explained that the price hike, which raises the producer price from $3,100 to $5,040 per ton, reflects the government's commitments to supporting cocoa farmers. Let's listen to the Finance Minister, Dr. Kaysel Assoforsen, on the increment, and he's insisting the government has fulfilled its promise to cocoa farmers.
The government has, by this decision, increased the producer price significantly by 62.58% in US dollar terms. This increase in the producer price represents 70% of the gross free on board value of $7,200 per ton, and aligns with the NDC's manifesto and President Mahama's promise to pay the cocoa farmer 70% of the FOB price. It is significant to note that for the 2024 and 2025 crop season, the previous administration set an FOB value of $4,850 per ton of cocoa and the producer price at $3,100 US per ton, representing 63.9% of the FOB price, even though the world market price at the time was much better than today. And for emphasis, between 2024 and 2025, the previous administration set the FOB value at $4,000.
So that there was the Finance Minister. Now, the minority in Parliament believes they're getting the last laugh, taunting the government over what they call a deceptive price announcement. Ranking member on the Finance Committee, Kojo Krobo, says farmers are being fleeced under the guise of a policy breakthrough.
We are just working the numbers right now. We've just come out of the meeting. We've seen percentages and they are using the dollar. You know, the NDC, what they do is that they try to always hide the truth. So you have to take your time, work the numbers. But the most important thing, and I encourage all of you in your newsrooms to do, pick the CD value of a bag of cocoa on the market today, compare it to the new price they have announced, and see. Somebody's telling me that the change is about 100 cedis or something. Yes.
Less than 200 cedis.
Yes.
But they argue that that's because of the strengthened cedi.
Really? Is that what they told the farmers? Is that what Atuforsen told the farmers? Is that what he told them? So please, if the change is 128 cedis, ask yourself, the last time Akufo-Addo increased a bag of cocoa, how much did he increase it by? And when Atuforsen and President Mahama increased by a bag of cocoa, how much have they increased? At the end of the day, that is the analysis everyone.
Doesn't matter that they are giving the farmers 70% of what they are getting from the international market.
The farmers. Go and ask the farmers on the ground. They'll tell you.
In other stories, the Ghana Police Service has seized more than 40 high-end vehicles believed to have been stolen overseas and trafficked into the country. The operation, carried out in collaboration with the FBI and Interpol, forms part of a wider crackdown on international vehicle smuggling syndicates. My colleague Maxwell Akloto tells you more.
The Ghana Police Service has revealed the recovery of 43 stolen vehicles smuggled into the country during the first 7 months of 2025. Speaking at a joint press conference held by the Cybersecurity Authority and the Ghana Police CID, Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department, COP Yaa Jantuah, stated the collaboration with international security agencies, including the FBI and Interpol, led to the successful operation. The recovered vehicles include Rolls-Royce, Mercedes-Benz V-Class, and others.
The CID administration has stepped up efforts to fight vehicle crime by working in close collaboration with other national agencies. This effective collaboration has resulted in the recovery of 43 vehicles stolen from abroad and brought into the country between January and July 2025. These 43 vehicles are mainly high-value luxurious vehicles such as Rolls-Royce, Audi Q8, Porsche, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, etc., stolen from countries such as the Netherlands, Spain, Belgium, Canada, USA, Germany, Italy, and France.
COP Yaa Jantuah also provided an update on the trial of Bright Awe, the suspect linked to the murder of Ghana Immigration Officer Stephen King Amoah. Charges have formally been upgraded from kidnapping to murder following the discovery of alleged incriminating evidence, including a blood-stained fufu pestle.
The investigation took a decisive turn on 16 July 2025 when the CID, supported by officers from the counter-terrorism unit and the Kwabena District Police, visited the suspect's residence. A forensic inspection revealed the following: blood stains in the living room and evidence of attempted cleanup, freshly sprayed walls, and empty can of spray paint. A further search in the bushes about 100 meters from the suspect's house also led to the retrieval of a fufu pestle with blood stains all over it, wrapped in polythene.
Also speaking at the news conference, the Acting Director General of the Cybersecurity Authority, Divine Agbeti, presented an overview of recent operations that led to the arrest of over 60 individuals, both foreign nationals and Ghanaians, linked to various online scams.
On July 4th, 2025, a joint raid was conducted at Dodowa Sasabe in the Ubuntu estate. 25 suspects, all foreign nationals, were arrested. Items retrieved included 40 laptops, 30 mobile phones in Botiano English Yamanfro. 16 suspects, all foreign nationals, were arrested.
The Ghana Police Service and the Cybersecurity Authority assures the general public of efficient collaborations in order to mitigate the crime rate in the country. Maxwell Akloto's report for Joy News.
Moving on, human rights group Challenging Heights is asking governments to commit more resources towards the fight against human trafficking and child slavery. Speaking after rescuing more than 80 children with the support from the Ghana Police Service, President of Challenging Heights, James Kofi Annan, also opined that it is time to amend the human trafficking law to meet current demands.
Important for us to look at the law holistically. There are so many aspects of the law that needs to be amended, actually. Even the exploitation bit. Now, exploitation does not need to be actual physical work. Just for purposes of the person being involved in the technological advancement also means that the person has been exploited. For instance, cybercrime. The person does not need necessarily to be at a destination and to be working in a labor force, and would have also still been exploited. So that also shows that the law needs to be amended. So Challenging Heights has, since the beginning of the year, rescued 82 children from human trafficking situations. Out of these 82 children, we had 31 of them who were boys from fishing industry, and 26 of them who were also girls from the fishing industry. And then we had 25 of them who were mainly girls who were rescued from human trafficking situation as a result of being trafficked to do prostitution. These 25 were directly rescued by the Human Trafficking Unit of Ghana Police Service, supported by Challenging Heights, who have since been reintegrated to Nigeria. So, as you know, there are over 49 million human beings who are caught up in modern slavery in the world. And we had 91,000 of them who are actually victims of modern slavery in Ghana. So that's a huge number. Out of this number, we have over 21,000 children who are victims of forced labor on Lake Volta alone. So human trafficking is still a very big problem in the country.
The Ghana Education Service has sounded the alarm on a disturbing trend of examination malpractice sweeping through senior high schools in the Ashanti region. A staggering 76 out of 144 schools have been implicated in various forms of cheating, casting a dark shadow over the integrity of the examination process. Now, the concern follows a joint WAEC-GES report after months of investigations, and we'll tell you more in this report.
As the 2025 WASI begins tomorrow, August 5, with a practical session, the Ghana Education Service has established 4 security posts at the conflict-prone areas to ensure the safety of candidates. At a news conference in Accra, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Ernest Kofi Davis, outlined the key security measures that have been put in place to ensure the smooth conduct of this examination.
So we've taken adequate security measures. I will give you some of this. So we are in touch with the security agencies there. The student will have a security presence. We'll have some security escorts. So we are working collaboratively with the security to ensure that we have incident-free examinations. So we have the security posts. The security, I just spoke with the head of security there. We are getting the security presence in the school. The security will be there. So there wouldn't be any day students. All of them will be kept in the school under the security protection until they finish the exams. Those who will need escort will be escorted back to the safe communities they came from. So we have 4. You know the 4 already, right? One in Nkwanta and 3 at another region.
76 out of 144 schools have been implicated in various forms of cheating in the Ashanti region, casting a dark shadow over the integrity of the examination process. Professor Davis says no examination malpractice will be entertained in this year's exams.
I will, however, admonish them to prepare very well for the examinations. They should apply themselves.
Let's get some more stories. And government-led climate projects aimed at cutting emissions and promoting sustainability may soon receive a major boost as the Minister of State for Climate Change and Sustainability, Alhaji Baba Seidu Sifu, has announced plans to scale up action through a strategic partnership with Green Climate Fund. Elsie Texan tells you more in this report.
The Minister of State for Climate Change and Sustainability, Alhaji Baba Seidu Isifu, has highlighted plans to boost government-led climate projects through a strategic partnership with the Green Climate Fund. Speaking to Joy News, the minister described the upcoming collaboration as a major step towards unlocking funding to drive Ghana's climate resilience agenda in supporting efforts to cut emissions while advancing national priorities like the 24-hour economy, green infrastructure, and sustainable healthcare delivery.
Now, we're looking at how to decarbonize the 24-hour economy, to take advantage of climate financing, to take advantage of carbon credit, to build sustainability. We're looking at a big push. What do we do to ensure that we build climate resilient roads? And all those things are attempts to decarbonize the projects and make sure that we're able to get carbon credit to support the government projects. So it's all about taking advantage to scale up investment and funding into the country.
Director for the African region at the Green Climate Fund, Catherine Candace Kaufman, emphasized that access to GCF funding depends on how well government projects are structured by accredited entities.
Your funding package or structure is dependent on your submission. We don't drive that. You drive that. So you need to motivate. And GCF funding packages can be a little bit more exciting than what we've seen. We've seen packages that accredited entities, it's basically based on their level of expertise as opposed to what the country can actually achieve. And so we need to level up in terms of the funding partners, the AEs that you use to do submissions for you.
With the right partnerships and well-structured proposals, Ghana's climate ambitions could soon receive the green light and green funding to drive lasting impact. Elsie Texan's report, read to you.
Let's take a break, and Samuel Kojo Krobo stands by to bring you business updates.
Well, let's do the business updates now. And government has announced that it will supply free fertilizer and other input for farmers from the beginning of the 2025-2026 crop season. According to the minister, government's decision to reintroduce these packs is aimed at cushioning farmers during the upcoming crop season. Dr. Atuforsen disclosed this at a news conference after a meeting with the Producer Price Review Committee.
I'm pleased to announce that President John Mahama's administration has reintroduced the free cocoa fertilizer program as an additional support to the Ghanaian cocoa farmer beginning 2025-2026 crop season this year. Beginning this crop year, President Mahama's administration will supply the following for you for free. Free cocoa fertilizer, both liquid and granular, free insecticides, free spraying machines, free fungicides, and free flower inducers to the cocoa farmer. Government strongly advises cocoa farmers to apply these inputs solely for the purpose of improving your cocoa yields and income. Please don't smuggle them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce to cocoa farmers that President Mahama has introduced a tertiary education scholarship scheme for children of cocoa farmers. And for emphasis, President Mahama has introduced a tertiary education scholarship scheme for children of cocoa farmers. Subsequently, in the 2025 and 2026 season, Cocoa Board would develop modalities and implement the Cocoa Tertiary Scholarship Scheme for children of cocoa farmers, which will take effect from the 2026 and 2027 academic year.
Well, away from that, the Cybersecurity Authority is warning of a growing mobile data scam across the country in the last 6 months, emanating from unscrupulous individuals to unsuspected victims. According to the authority, it recorded about 73,510 cedis as total loss to the victims, a situation they describe as worrying. We capture more in this report.
Data bundle sales scams involve fraudsters pretending to offer mobile data at discounted rates purposely to trick victims to send money, divulge personal information, and in some cases compromise their accounts by infecting their devices with malware to become targets of further scams. According to the release, the Cybersecurity Authority has received reports on mobile data bundle sales scams from January to July 2025 at a total of 63 cases with monetary loss of 73,510 Ghana cedis recorded. Threat actors send SMS, WhatsApp messages, or social media ads offering data bundles at extremely low prices to lure unsuspecting victims. In some instances, they pose as representatives of mobile network operators to churn out the ads. The Cybersecurity Authority is further warning that clicking on links that collect personally identifiable information such as names, contacts, and passwords or download information stealing malware on the victim's devices that result in the compromise of their online account. To avoid being a victim, be cautious of unsolicited messages prompting mobile data sales. Verify vendors or promotions directly with mobile network operators via official customer service channels.
Let's wrap up the business update with what's happening on the commodities market. So that's all in the business update. Back to you, Sweetie Abochi.
Thank you, Kojo, for bringing us business updates. And that's a wrap for the AM News. Stay tuned. We will bring you more after this break.
How are you? How ready is Labari for this event?
I'm laughing at you because you can see at my back. You see what is? Have you seen what is going on there? My team is training hard, and we are ready for the action on Saturday. This time, it's going to be brutal than last year, and I'm ready for any team and any CEO going to take the penalty shootouts. We are ready like nobody.
What about the tennis?
I'm going to play tennis. So tell Les is that last year was for him, this year is mine. I've started training already.
What makes Labari Beach Hotel special?
Labari Beach Hotel is so special in the sense that the people, you know, in hospitality, it's not so much about the buildings or, but it's the people, the staff, and the experience of Labari Beach Hotel. The service quality is top notch. Our staff are the best you can find on this planet. That I would say any day. And that is what makes Labari what Labari is the staff we have. You can see behind me, they are training after work. So they keep their fitness. We have what we call wellness training. We have a coach for that. And the staff are well taken care of. So we don't go visiting the hospital every night. I mean, look, wellness is everything. If you have good health, you have wealth. You know, your health is your wealth. And that's what Labari preaches. So it reflects in our service delivery. So the staff here are well trained and they are always focused and determined to give quality service to our guests. And of course, above all, we have the best food in this country and beyond.
I've tasted that, so I can testify.
Our food is the best. Is the best in town, and that's what we're going to eat to show everybody on the pitch on Saturday. I'm told the chief of staff is coming. Yeah. He should be ready for us. We are ready. We are going to take him on boot for boot from Labari Beach Hotel. Hey, the aerobic session, you will see my show there.
And I'm told you are coming to do arm wrestling.
I really love soccer. If you ask me all the English Premier League players, I'll be able to mention them for you. But when it comes to arm wrestling, no. I do the masculine things.
So you take penalty?
Hopefully.
You do the 100 meters?
That was then, but not now.
In fact,
why has changed?
Do the CEO's penalty shootout with me. We'll do it together because she is better than me.
Really? That's a confession.
100 meters back then, but not now. A lot of weight. You need to exercise.
Tag of peace?
Yeah, not bad. We'll be able to do that.
On August 9th at University of Ghana Stadium, Labari Beach is coming with that unique family attitude that they've got here. And that is what they are going to display at the University of Ghana Stadium. Be there to witness what Labari Beach can do. As I mentioned, they are the best hotel in this country. So you would have to patronize them. Get in touch with Labari Beach and they'll give you the best of hospitality. The Ghanaian hospitality can only be found at Labari Beach Hotel. Who are we?
Labari Beach Hotel, proudly Ghanaian, fiercely global.
Who are we?
Labari Beach Hotel, proudly Ghanaian, fiercely global.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I guess you can feel the energy. We are COA Impact Ghana, and we are poised for this event. Whether you are ECG, you are Apex Bank, or wherever you are, we are ready for you. We are coming for the win. The football matches, the swimming, the tennis, everything. Be on the lookout for who? We are ready. And I guess you are wondering who COA Impact is.
Well, let me tell you more. We are COA Impact Ghana Limited, the first company in Ghana and West Africa to make the first cocoa fruit juice. Where do we operate? Accra, we are in Agbelenke, but we are operating more in Asin Akofom and Akimachiase in the eastern region. We are transforming cocoa into tropical goodness, making real impact in the end. Farmers are getting more. We are giving you goodness. Come by with us at the event. We are winning, and you can buy our product. This is the 3 liters going for 250 Ghana cedi and a 350 ml going for 40 Ghana cedi. Don't miss out. We are COA and
we are Juicer.
tilapia, and ababa, delicious,
To us, what should we expect on Saturday?
Expect a lot of strength, courage, fun, and please, we said we are coming with a theme. We are coming with everything Volta Catch. So I hope you are ready for us on Saturday. Yeah.
You've been practicing and training for 1 year.
1 year straight, 1 year from arm wrestling. Can't you see? The Vim Day, Energy Day, sack race, football. The team is on the farm, ready, training 24/7. Volta Catch, Tropo Farms, always ready.
See, some people say they've been camping with Chelsea, training with Kopama. Some others are training with Mbappe. Where are you guys been camping?
Charlie, we have been camping on the farm. You know, Tropo Farms is not just a tilapia company. It's a company, an indigenous Ghanaian company. So we did not go out of the country to train. We are training currently at one of our sites in Pakadan, where we grow your tasty tilapia. So we've been camping, as I said, for the last 1 year, full force camping. So we don't need the Kopalmas, the Mbappes, the whoever. With Tropo Farms, we have a solid team behind us. So we have been camping on one of our sites in Pakadan.
What should we expect in terms of the trophies? How many are you taking out?
My brother, we are taking all the trophies. All the trophies.
You leave some.
As I said, Tropo Farms, Volta Catch, we know the carry last. So we are going for all the trophies. All the trophies. To our competitions out there, watch out. Tropo Farms is coming. Yes.
Talk to us about Tropo Farms. For those of us who don't know what exactly you do, tell us about it.
See, Tropo Farms, as I said, is an indigenous company specialized in the production of tilapia from end to end. So we can guarantee your quality tilapia. We do the eggs right up to the fish when it reaches your table. So there's nobody that intervenes in the supply chain. So we can guarantee you what you're eating. We have 4 sites where we produce our tilapia in the Akosombo area in pristine, clear, Volta water. So whatever you're eating is Tropo Farms. Tropo Farms has been in existence for about 27 years. People get confused between Tropo Farms and Volta Catch. Tropo Farms is a parent company. Then we sell the fish under Volta Catch. Now, you might be asking, where can you get this tasty tilapia? We have our depot. We're currently in one of our depots in Tema. We have one at Malata, one at Kumasi, the other at Takrady, and we have a flagship store at the Timpuku roundabout. And also at Kaswa, not forgetting Kaswa, we also do deliveries. So if you get the numbers behind our t-shirts, you see one of our t-shirts where we have our numbers there. Call us, we will do your delivery. So we do fresh, tasty tilapia for all sizes. So when you see Tropo Farms, Volta Catch, you know you're eating quality. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. So if you are looking for the tastiest, juiciest tilapia, all sizes, from the big one to the medium to the small. If you want like me and you want some small tilapia, half, full size, go to...
Or if you want like me, you know what to go to, Volta Catch Tilapia.
Volta Catch Tilapia is a place you need to go to. But we'll be live at the University of Ghana Stadium on August 9 for the Joy Sports Invitational 2025. You would not want to miss this one. My name is Daniel Kranting from Tropo Farms, Volta Catch inside Tema. And we'll see you on August 9 at the University of Ghana Stadium. So we are here with the captain of Adani Travels. The great captain of Adani Travels. Charlie, you are giving me some N'Golo Kante vibes. N'Golo Kante vibes. Yeah. Charlie, 9th of August at the University of Ghana State. People are saying plenty things. Hey. We've gone places. People are saying plenty things. Charlie, what are you guys bringing to the team?
Hey, last year they don't see you on our show. Last year when we got there, Jama, it was S. We claim the soccer, the first one, we won the match. It was just one thing that took us out. But this year, we are coming for the trophy. This year, we are coming for the trophy. You see, we are bringing players all the way from Dubai, Doha, Malaysia, Singapore. We are bringing players from all these places. And we are training equiply for you. This match, the first match, 3-0, straight. Like, make nobody try, say, go pick Adani Travels. No. Make nobody try. If you try, 3-0. You see the way Chelsea do PSG. That be the team we will give. That be the vibe. If they try, that be the vibe they give. They go get rashes. They go get brushes. Today, it be what? Ice cold.
Charlie, some people are bringing Kopama and Mbappe and things, and they are traveling. But we know that they are using Adani Travels to go on their tours. Where are you guys camping? Where are you camping? And who are you bringing in to come and help you?
Currently, our players are out there already. They are in Malaysia. We have, you see, our CEO, we've camped him currently in Canada. You see, currently, our best player is on holiday in Maldives. You see, the Kopama here. Where's the Kopama? Kopama. You see, this time it's like this. We are in the cold. Once we score you, we are in the cold. It's our home. So we are ready. Like the first Matrino straight. We are ready. Back to back. We are ready.
Telling them that they shouldn't rush.
We are ready.
We are telling them that they shouldn't rush. If they rush, they will get rushed.
So Adani Travels say they are taking 12 trophies at the Joy Sports Invitational. 12. Baku 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because they are 12 years old. So the companies out there, you choose the remaining that you want. Because Adani Travels say they are taking 12. And then when they talk, you see, for Adani Travels, when they talk, it is final. When they talk, it is final. We know them. If you've done business with them before, you know they are very trustworthy. So when they say it, it is done. So 12 trophies for Adani Travels. The rest of you go and look for your trophies somewhere. 9th August at the University of Ghana Stadium, the Joy Sports Invitational 2025 is going down. It's high school.
Ladies and gentlemen of corporate Ghana, the moment is finally here with us. Yes, it's the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025 happening at the University of Ghana Stadium on August 9, 2025. You know what to do already, don't you? Just call Slevin on 0540-106-466 to register and be a part of this amazing experience full of great competition, wonderful networking, or what will be the honors to bragging rights for 1 full year. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is put together by Joy Sports, the thrill of the game. So which trophy are you taking back to your office? CEO's penalty shootout, male soccer, female penalty shootout, table tennis, unisex relay, lawn tennis, unisex basketball, unisex sack race, tug of peace, arm wrestling, the 5-kilometer race walk, masters 50-meter dash, unisex lime and spoon relay, and swimming. Well, the ball is in your court. We look forward to seeing you, and just make sure that your corporate institution answers the roll call on August 9 9, 2025 at the University of Ghana Stadium. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is sponsored by Royal Suite Limited, Akono Ginger, Ifiwara, Ayuda, Ghana's leading services app, Abako Services Bibre, Game Energy Drink, Feel the Energy, Yomi Yogurt, a nourishing choice, and the luckiest, star 712#, luck is everywhere. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is put together by Joy Sports, the thrill of the game.
You're live on the Joy News channel, and it's time for us to review the newspapers. It's the AM show, and the show is sponsored by Syntex Tanks. Before I introduce my guest to you, let me tell you about Syntex Tanks a little for a few minutes before we get into that. Now, do you know the secret to real water storage? It's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, it's not the correct tank. That's right, the tortoise tank, Syntex Tank, is a champion of water tanks. It is strong and durable and built to handle our Ghanaian weather. So whether rain or shine, Syntex Tank has got your back. So my people, go outside, check your tank, and if it doesn't have the tortoise on it, it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex Tank family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. You can call this number, 0244 335 168, to either buy one now or find one of our 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at www.syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough. For the news review this morning, our guest, we have Dr. Yaa Jantuah. She's a member of the NPP Communications Directorate. And we have Mohammed Bataglia. He's Member of Parliament for Sisala East. Of course, Samuel Kojo Brace and I are here to steer the conversations for you. Welcome aboard to the news review, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Yeah? Okay. Kojo, hope you're doing well. Okay. I want to start with the legislator for Sisala East, because obviously your constituency have been in the news. We understand the rains have sort of divided the town into two.
Yes.
Is it roads? How is it going?
Well, may I start by saying a very good morning to everyone here, especially you and our back-end staff. May I also extend the same greetings to my people in the Sisala East constituency. And like you rightly put it, we are predominantly a farming community. Already we are struggling with issues about roads connecting to our farms. Of late, for the past 1 week, we've had one of the best news in the country. I think that the reading of the media policy review indicated strongly government's commitment to make sure that it opened up the Sisala area by connecting the road from Wa through to Mutu Bolga and Musu also going into the farming areas. But unfortunately, last week, I think we had some torrential rains that washed away quite a number of portions of roads, like connecting Tumu to Kasana. We have Tumu, Nabugubale, Deluzon. We have from Gosi to Santebale, Santejang. All those places have been washed away, and those are that is the area where we have most people having their farms. But thanks to the people, I think that we've risen to the task through the assembly led by the municipal chief executive, the community members, the task force being put in place. I think that we've been able to bring the road connecting Kasana, Tumu to Kasana. People can now go take their farm inputs there. We've also gotten the signal from the National Security that by Friday they should be there to have a thorough assessment of the situation so that they can come with emergency support. We only express our gratitude to the government and the team and everybody who helped in getting the roads back on shape.
All right. Well, thank you. I sort of directed your reflections, but if there's something else you prepared before coming, we can hear that.
Well,
otherwise,
that is the most important.
Okay.
But only to, I think that I also have some condolences to express to a family. We lost a sister, and my nephew, Aya and Co, they are currently in Boku going through the funeral processes. I do my heart out to the family, and I pray that God Almighty Allah will keep our mother safe wherever she finds herself. Thank you.
Okay. Dr. Yaa Jantuah. Celebrity.
Good morning.
Let's hear your thoughts for us this morning.
Well, I would extend my thoughts and prayers to the people of Sisala as well. I hope. I'm very sure that.
He's the best friend.
I'm very sure that my brother here would make sure that his people are catered for. I think this year we've had more rain than we usually do, so we would all have to adjust and find ways such that it doesn't affect our living too much. That is there. And to what I found interesting today, well, when I was coming here this morning, I was just reading what was going on social media, and I saw the announcement of the new cocoa price. I'm sure it's something that everybody has heard. And all I'm trying to grasp is the difference between what we ordered and what we received. You see those memes on social media when you buy a dress, seeing it looking very nice in picture, and then you receive the outfit and it is very far from what you ordered. I think that's the exact situation the government has put our cocoa farmers in, because how do you promise as much as 6,000? Some of them even said 7,000 cedis per bag, and now that they are in government, they are only able to add something like 127, if my math isn't 128. Oh, I missed one cedi. Yes. So 128 is all they've been able to add. And no matter how you try to explain it or cut this matter, it just shows the pattern of mistruths, half-truths, and sometimes flat-out lies that the current NDC administration told the people of Ghana to get into power. I don't know how they'll be able to explain themselves out of this situation. I would just hope that they are able to sit down at the table again and come up with a more acceptable price for our cocoa farmers, because it wasn't too long ago that you promised them 6,000. You must have understood the framework and everything that went into that. So instead of excuses and now explaining with long grammar and thesis, we hope that they get to work and they are able to come up with a situation that gets the Ghanaian farmer about 6,000 as they promised.
But when they say the economic conditions of yesteryear isn't as today, and today the cedi has gained close to 5 cedis more.
Okay.
And so if they give the farmer what they've given, it still is better than what they were enjoying yesterday. You don't agree with them?
It's actually not better. When you are telling somebody that you are engaged in financial dealings with, better is improved cash in their pockets. Better is an improved quality of life and purchasing power. So that is not true. You haven't offered them better. That excuse of the rate at that time, we can look at the exchange rates, because it usually fluctuates over the whole year of 2024, and look at how many months we had it at the 16 they like to shout on top of their voices. I don't think it was even continuous for about a month. So why do we take the highest exchange rate of that month to do the analysis? It is just, I'm sure, again, with their large PR machinery and huge budgets for propaganda, I'm sure that's something that they sat down to think was a plausible excuse to the people of Ghana, but it doesn't hold water. You promised someone 6,000 cedis. It's as simple as that. You knew all the factors and all the parameters that existed at that time. So if you are not able to deliver, and it's not even half, you see, even if it was 5,000, then we can have a conversation. But if you promise 6,000 and all you're able to deliver is 128, as you corrected me, then there's really no excuse.
Does the dollar, the mathematics, when you listen to the analysts break it down, does the dollar value, does it give you any confidence that something at least was done? I mean, from $3,100 to $5,040. Is that a significant price increment, would you say?
62%.
I mean, I understand that 62%. I understand the cedi bit. I mean, it doesn't look like any much increment, because they're still within the 3,000 per bag. But if you look at the dollar value, from 3,100 to 5,040, can you actually blame them?
Sweetie, the promise was simple. And so I'm not even going to bother myself to try and go into the nitty-gritties of that. But as I already said, if you are comparing the dollar, there are times last year in 2024 where the dollar was, I mean, if you are going right now, the last time I changed, I got about 11.8, almost 12 cedis.
Okay.
Yeah. at the forex, where you are actually changing money, that's about how much you get. There are times last year that we had that rate, and those calculations could have been made. So again, I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritties of that. Nobody held a gun to their heads when they were promising these things. They've been in government before, so you expect them to understand the way these things would move around. So if you make a very confident and bold claim of 6,000 and you only deliver 128, I mean, there's no way of going around that.
Okay, so we have to hear Mr. Bataglia's thoughts on this. Actually, I think it's on all the papers this morning, the front pages. So for the benefit of our audience, let me do this before I come to you. Sure. Let me start with the Ghanaian Times newspaper, where on the front page they have government increases cocoa price, reintroduces free fertilizer policy, rolls out scholarship for cocoa farmers wards. And 410 million Ghana cedis earmarked for youth programs. PIAA Foray launched digital platform for agric financing. And small-scale mining, Cabinet approves new national program to drive sustainable livelihoods. So the story I actually want to get into is on page 12, where it talks about the increment of cocoa price by the government. And it says that the government has announced an increment in cocoa producer price from 49,600 Ghana cedis per ton to 51,660 Ghana cedis per ton for the 2025-2026 crop season. And I'm going to skip to the part where, according to Dr. Forson, since the second quarter of 2025, the government had taken steps to maintain the cedi equivalent of the 3,100 per ton to 16 beg your pardon. I lost that. What I was reading. Okay, great. So government has taken steps to maintain the cedi equivalent of the $3,100 per ton at 16 to $1 Ghana cedi. That is the exchange rate, translating into 49,600 per ton. So this is what has happened. Mr. Bataglia, if you listen to what Dr. Mwako is saying, it appears you overpromised and you're under-delivering. That's what she's saying.
I know my smart doctor. She will always find a way on a very cool morning to spark some controversy, subtly though. You see, you realize this is a promise made to the Ghanaian cocoa farmer. And I'm not sure the promise was just a one-off thing. Government will be there for 4 years. And government came and met a situation, especially regarding the cocoa sector. In looking at the economy holistically, we were also told in this country, per revelations, that the cocoa sector has been plunged into huge debt of close to 32.5 billion Ghana cedi. And I think government is doing everything to bring this sector back to shape. And as part of this, if we still have positive or even do marginal increment in terms of cocoa pricing for the cocoa farmer, besides that, there are some other social interventions talking about the free fertilizer, spraying, and other machines. So it's a whole complement coming. So for my sister to say that we promise, it's just like an online business, buying through a wrong channel where you get something and later what's really delivered to you is not there. It's not the same situation here. I am even thinking that government really brought so much relief to the cocoa farmer. And
but aren't they right to point you to 2024 when you were in opposition?
Yeah.
And you told the government that they should be increasing the price to 6,000, and that when you come, you do that.
Yes.
Aren't they right to say that's what you said?
Yeah.
And so doing less than means that you've disappointed them.
We are doing less than what has been given to them already, or we are increasing to what has been given to them. But I also said that that statement made was not in connection to just a one-off thing. That when we come, it's just 6,000.
No. You said the prices, cocoa prices.
Yes, cocoa prices, definitely. As we move on, once the economy is in full shape, it will be reviewed.
So you are yet to do that?
Yeah, we will do that.
Okay.
We are taking it forward. We are not taking it backwards at all. Okay. What the cocoa farmer is receiving today is much better than what they have received in the past. So you couldn't have said that with treating any cocoa farmer. But I'm thinking that she's lying on the fact that, we promised 6,000, and no matter what it takes, whether they know or share, we have to provide 6,000. But the situations that we unveiled at the cocoa sector by Dr. Randy Abe clearly shows that you only need a tough skin to be able to make sure that the sector works. And that is what we are doing exactly.
Are you saying we are going to be seeing marginal increments as this season opens, this 2025, 2026?
Obviously, what is happening, even today, to the chance they are restraining themselves from going for syndicated loans, shows that they are poised to make sure that they put the sector. If you even said that whatever contract they want to go into, until they are capable of paying, they won't go into such contract. They are not intending to pile that sector with further debt, but to make sure that the cocoa farmer, the Ghanaian economy, benefit from what the ingenuity of the leaders in that sector. So clearly, I'm sure that the cocoa farmer out there, go and interview and see. They are more than happy than any other person.
Well, yesterday on Top Story, I spoke to Nana Obuade, who is the president of Concerned Cocoa Farmers, and they vehemently, opposed the increment. And he revealed that some farmers in the Western North were even threatening to cut down their trees and rather plant rubber, because rubber is giving them more money now. So maybe that's it. That's according to him. If he's lying, I am lying too. He says the farmers aren't happy with that.
No, some farmers might not be happy, but others will be happy. Yes, so I believe that the majority will be happy, believing that the government is in a situation.
In fact, Dr. Randobe also said that the board has 2 farmers.
Yes.
Who also agree so well.
Actually, you want to let us know your thoughts if you're watching us, because when we get into our big story segment, we'll be discussing this incisively. So what do you think? What do you know about the subject matter? Let us know. You can send through your comments. Kojo, should we get to your paper next?
I have the Daily Graphic, and on the front page it says government activates 2 flagships. Jumara apprenticeship programs receive over 230,000 applications. Valley View, UCC, UEW qualify for TBSC semifinals. Cocoa prices raised to 51,660 a ton. GES to dismiss supervisors, invigilators caught in exam malpractice. Okay. I'm caught between doing the flagship program and the GES to dismiss. So maybe I'll leave the 2, whichever one you pick. Okay. Ministry of Finance has allocated 410 million cedis to support the nationwide rollout of 2 of the government's youth empowerment flagship initiatives, the Ejumara and the National Apprenticeship Programs. Since the launch of the 2 programs earlier this year, over 120,000 and 115,000 applications, respectively, have been received via online and manual channels. The selection process is underway. The minister says the goal is to create a new generation of job creators and reduce over-dependence on public sector jobs. The hope is that by the end of the president's 4-year term, at least one company will emerge from this innovative idea and funding support. The Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, George Opariado, said there. Let me then move on to talk about the GES one. Now it says, any supervisor or invigilator caught engaging in examination malpractice in this year's West Africa Senior High School, Senior School Certificate Examination for WASI will be dismissed, the Ghana Education Service has warned. It said the GES Council had given the service the power to dismiss any supervisor or invigilator found to have assisted candidate to cheat. Well, 2 issues here. Doc, let me start with you. All of us are young people here, so I'm sure the youth programs will catch your attention. I mean, we're talking about continuity.
Yes.
Sustainability must be the issue.
Exactly, sustainability and continuity. You see, the only problem I have with some of these things is this current government's approach to deliberately sort of erase everything that was done before they came into office. So in about 2023-2024, the YEA had various youth employment programs like the Rapid Skills Training Program, the School Support Program, and an entrepreneurship program as well, where they trained over 10,000 people in skills, gave them some startup capital. I mean, it was even done in my constituency. But now I'm even trying to find the link to that site on YEA, and it is conveniently missing. All it is to say is that, you know, sometimes it's just okay to acknowledge where you are coming from so that it makes the journey a little bit more comprehensive. You could learn from some of the mistakes that we made at that time so that you could build on it. But when we see like a deliberate attempt to erase everything that was done before, I find it questionable. Number two, on these programs, if it is properly implemented, we hope to see some, because sometimes what most people need is just a little push. So I hope we actually are able to derive those benefits. But again, I'm not really holding my breath. I know in Parliament, the Honorable Kojo Krobo was asking for policy papers on these things, because you don't just launch, allocate some funds, and then we don't know how you are going to go about it. I don't think that request he made has been met yet. So we are all waiting to see the framework and how they hope to implement this, especially given the fact that most of these programs are things we were doing already. So we want to see what new innovation they are bringing to.
But
these
isn't
sectors.
No,
continuing? At
so
all.
If they are continuing,
That's how I started. I have no problem with them continuing. In fact, I'm quite happy about it. But if you acknowledge that you are continuing something, it is different than trying to remove the existence of what was there before and trying to paint a picture to the Ghanaian people that this is a new thing. So that is where that came from. So again, it goes to sustainability. And if we are all to think very patriotically and as Ghanaians, and we can get to a point where we can tone down our political colours just a little. I know it's very difficult. But if we were able to do that, then it's easy for whoever is in charge now to go and learn from what didn't work when we were doing those various apprenticeship programs over the last 8 years, so that it can be built on. But I don't see that kind of approach. I'm hoping that it changes for the good of all of us, but right now I don't see that. Again, I want to see how sustainable it is. Are some of these trainees going to continue to have monitoring and assistance after the program? You know, we're all waiting for what the actual policy framework of these things are, so that we can better give inputs.
but if you read the contest, I'm not sure it's different from what NEIP was doing under your tenure.
Exactly.
Because it says that to drive youth entrepreneurship, offer strategic business development training, facilitate market access for youth-led businesses, provide startup capital, and offer continuous mentorship.
Exactly.
So this was something you were doing.
If this is exactly what we were doing,
yes,
and we were lambasted that our efforts at youth job creation were not sufficient or we're not doing enough. So you come and you're repeating the same thing and you're expecting some magical growth in the sector. That's where I'm coming from. But if we were to admit that, oh, this is something NEIP and YEA were doing, these were some of the flaws, how do we improve upon that? I mean, I would have thought that would be a better approach, but that doesn't seem to be what's going on. As you read, it's exactly what has already been happening. So just relaunch, and just that this time, we don't even know exactly how they are going to go about it, how the distribution of funds are going to be done, or at least not yet. So we wait to see, so that we can then give better inputs on these things. And again, it goes down sustainability, sustainability, sustainability. It cannot be something that you have 1, 2, 3 cohorts and then we're out of funds and the whole program has crashed. And those are some of the problems that we had. So it will be very interesting to see what they have to say about that.
But isn't it encouraging that young businesses will be supported as, you know, with capital, with training, with mentorship to grow?
Of course.
You know, as he said, that even if at the end of the 4-year term, one business emerges out of this.
Of course, it's perfect. But what I am saying is we've been doing this way for a while. So I would have expected that at this point, there's more we can do so that we can maximize the odds and it's not one business out of the 400. Because if you look at all we know is the budget allocations that are going to these programs, and they are not measly sums of money. So for that amount of money that we are giving out, if we could optimize and get more out of it, I think that is probably the reset Ghanaians would have wanted. But if you are resetting and it's essentially the same thing, then, you know, that's where we are coming from. So I think the second issue was about...
Please, before you move on, I'm inviting you to take off your political hat, right? And then let's analyze this project, whatever they're saying. First, 2 things you said that, you know, strike me. You said this is something that you started. It means that there's something that you saw value in at some point.
Yes.
Secondly, you say that you thought that they would have sort of revamped the program, injected some new ideas, some innovation, so you see that they're improving or doing something better. Case in point, take all the criticisms that you got and then refine it. So if you take away your NPP hat, would you say that this program actually meets the Ghanaian youth at some point of their needs? Let's start there.
That's an interesting question. Obviously, if it's done properly, as I was saying last year, YEA came for some entrepreneurship programs in my constituency. And so I know people that had training in dressmaking and whatnot. Yes. And now they've started their own small businesses. Yeah. So it's never something to knock down. Okay. I've never been against any sort of entrepreneurship, because sometimes, even if, like, I mean, the very controversial NAPCO, there are problems with it, but I know people that through NAPCO have learned skills that now they are employed. Okay. So I feel like even when something has some problems or it's not perfectly implemented, especially when it comes to these kinds of job creation things, there's always a little that you get out of it.
So that brings you to my second question. What do you think they should do differently now?
Again, we have to see what they plan to do exactly with their policy paper. Then we'll be able to have a very in-depth conversation on it. I was quite, okay about their coders, because that was something that we also wanted to train 1 million Ghanaians in IT. I always believe that one of the best ways we can grow, looking at the landscape that we find ourselves globally, is to invest heavily in IT. There are high-paying jobs, all of that. So I would have expected to see more of that. I mean, again, we are watching and seeing.
Then my last question. How do you know that they are doing the exact same thing if you've not seen the actual policy documents? You haven't actually taken the time to go through what the entire holistic program is going to be, but you're dissecting it and you're already saying that it's just a repetition of what you did.
Yes, from the snippets that they've given us and how they are going about it. Sometimes if from some experience you are able to see what's going on by looking at what's going on. So even from everything he read, I'm just like, oh, that's basically everything YE and NEIP were doing. And those that were in the know at that time know that that's exactly what was going on.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, you have to get the details to know whether it's the same.
Oh, but you read some details.
Yeah, no, that's what the graphic is reporting.
Yeah, from what they've said.
I guess the devil is in the details.
Yes. So that's the information.
We wait to see what happens.
That's the information that the government has given to the people. So as of now, that's the only thing we can make our judgments and inferences from the little they've given us.
Okay. Yeah. Kojo, back to you.
Honorable Bataglia will come in here. I mean, she is talking about the fact that we'll learn from the shortfalls of yesterday. What have we learned? How different is this being done to ensure that we maximize the gains?
Let me say, the 2024 campaign tells it all. Why? Because even at a point, top-notch, the leaders of MPP were departing from a particular way of doing things in the campaign. And I want to believe that my dear sister here, if she's given the opportunity today to manage as an integral person of MPP, will do things in a more different way. The systems might be the same, the structure, but the architects and the modus operandi will be completely different. The issue about skill development didn't just start in the last 8 years. I know way back, where we even have this master trainers. We're gotten people from Tumu that moved from Tumu to Tachima to learn how to, as mechanics. We've done, all those things have been done. But why do we fail? One is about the type of education we have. Now, if we think that where we are, we find we are having a system that do not train the fingers to be able to do more productive things, but only train brains that cannot create. Then all of us are drifting towards, okay, let's get them young, train them for them to be productive forever. That's what we are looking at. And this concept has come to augment, but rather shift from just menial things, but to look at it from a broader picture. Because if you look at the Ghana Enterprises Agency, now they are looking at an angle of making sure that they go through a system that they can not just have the money to give to individual, the factories, but also have people who have the requisite skill to be able to work in those industries. So they start by this concept. Oh, fine. We have the code. She talks about the coders. We are looking at beyond just Ghana, believing that, yes, whilst Ghana is sleeping, another part of the world is working. Can we train people that can be all round? We can look at that. We are looking at people who want to look at, maybe they want to go into a fashion, not just the usual fashion that we have. Now we want to be able to create people who will be based on international levels. We're also looking at a lot of people who want to use their fingers to do a lot of things. So clearly to have said that we are just repeating the same thing that they have done, I don't think that's the case. Also saying that there's not a policy. We know during the launch of our campaign, the youth organizer then, will I say the organizer then, brought in a youth policy and launched it before even the 2024 elections. So clearly there's a concept that they are following. Yes, they are rolling it out. This is the first tranche of money they've gotten. Let's wait and see who are they targeting. Clearly those communications will come out clearly. But I'm sure that my dear sister shouldn't quickly lose hope, believing that there's nothing going to happen that different. No, a lot of things will happen. Even the actors today are different from those who were there yesterday.
So as a legislator yourself, are you eager to peruse this policy document and understand exactly what the direction is? So so if you're eager to, then you're asking for it. So you know what I mean? So have you requested? Are you escalating? Are you demanding that, you know, your oversight responsibility as parliamentarians?
He has been invited to.
Oh, he has been invited?
He has been invited to Parliament on a number of occasions to answer questions.
Okay.
On a number of occasions.
But he's not produced a policy document.
I'm sure that will come. But he's been invited to. We even had a committee of a whole. He came to the plenary. He did everything. Told Ghanaians what he intended to do with his ministry. It's about empowering the Ghanaian people. But we want to make sure that the measures we are putting really goes to have impact on the Ghanaian youth.
You know that at some time last year, middle last year or so, we had at the time, ranking member on Parliament Education Committee, Nochu Tokwe or something. Peter Nochu Tokwe. And at that time, he was telling us that Parliament did not have a document for free senior high school. And I remember how minority at that time, you know, came for their heads because it meant that you're running this beautiful program, yet Parliament does not have an actual document to ascertain the direction of this program and where the gaps are so they can begin to fill it. And so I guess I'm asking, if Dr. Ikuya is punching these loopholes and saying that you have not provided us with these...
She has not seen it, doesn't mean that's not there. They are two different.
But you have also not said it is there.
No, what I'm saying is that he came with clear policy direction. He came.
Is it enough?
No, it's enough.
That he just comes to
wax
lyrical about what he wants to do?
You don't speak from your mind, you speak from a document.
Yes, but you don't have the document.
Are you saying about not making the document public? Is that what you are saying? Or the document?
I'm asking you as a parliamentarian. Have you seen the document? Do you have a document that speaks to these youth initiatives and programs that the ministry wants to do?
I even started by saying, before even we voted into power, there's a document that was
a
launched.
manifesto,
no?
That was a youth manifesto.
That's a basis of that serves as a basis. That's why you sold to Ghanaians. Okay. You don't depart completely from it. So to have said that the whole ministry is operating without a document, that is not something we can agree here. No. Because it was a basis to develop a document, and that is clearly, it's just like the issue, people made noise about this issue at 24-hour, we've been hearing it.
Well,
it doesn't mean it's no document. Yes, exactly. We've had those kind of
But I mean, time is of the essence, no?
Exactly, but bring it and bring it properly. Don't just rush because somebody's asking you to bring it.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. We can move on, Kojo. Are you done with the stories in your paper?
Yes, I think I'm done.
Okay, so let me run through.
Both of them didn't take a bite on the GS dismissing the regulators.
Also, has it already been done? Have they already?
They said they are warning. They are going to start WASI.
Today, actually.
Yesterday they wrote some practicals. And they are warning them that if you are caught in exam malpractice.
Clearly, for me, I think that it is the way to go. I want to have a crop of young ones coming to take up the transition of their life academically, being formidable. For instance, everybody listening to Dr. Ikuya knows that she's well grilled in where she is. Yes, she knows her stuff. You can depend on. So we want to see more of such people. We don't want a situation where students come and at every stage of their education, they are so dependent. They cannot be themselves. And there are a lot of students that are sacked from higher institutions, like Legon has the cause to, University of Ghana has the cause to complain, Science and Tech. There are a lot of places because we think that it has become a norm where we allow these young ones to be so much dependent on people's support. No, I think that it's something, wherever there are laws governing the conduct of examinations. Once you fall that, the law should take its course. I am completely in sync with the WAEC. If they find any teacher or any invigilator support assistant students in a manner that is not compromising the standard of examination, that should be taken strongly. And I think that one they should not, because I think we would need to create a society that people marry what they've got to get. They are meritorious of it. Yeah. Today, we have, even at the highest level, we have debates of people carrying titles that do not merit them. And we don't think that should trickle down to the younger one before even they grow. No, I don't support that completely. I think that WAEC is in the right course to fish out those who are corrupting our young ones at that very little age.
Okay, Doc.
So first I would like to wish all the candidates all the best, and especially those in our conflict-prone areas. I'm just wondering how they would be able to go about this, but even in very tough situations, I mean, people find a way to survive and shine. So I would like to wish all the best to them. And on this issue, I think my brother Honorable here and I will agree perfectly. I think the best thing to do is to instill some discipline. It's obvious that as a people, as a society, we need some discipline back in our lives. I know there was this saying they used to say about how a teacher, a very good teacher, before the exam, his job is done. He should have poured so much into you that you are confident enough to take the paper, that he doesn't need to be around on that day. So I'm hoping we can go back to that and that we can see a drop in all these exam malpractice issues. The truth is that it never seems to go down. When there's a will, people seem to always want to find a way. So I think that's why it's important to crack the whip on this matter sometimes, especially if it's coming from the invigilators and whatnot, then it becomes worrying because they are supposed to be overseeing the entire process. So we wish them all the best and hope that they don't cheat too much.
They don't even cheat, not too much.
Just before we move on from the Telegraphic, this is a story that really breaks my heart, and I feel that it also speaks about the kind of people we have in society. The police make breakthrough in immigration officer death.
Yeah.
3 other cases.
Yeah.
And I just want to read a bit about the murder suspect. It says Mr. Amwa, also known as Otumfo Nana, was declared missing on July 4, 2025. Investigations reveal that he had left home the previous evening to meet a man identified as Bright Awe, who had sent him WhatsApp images of cash and asked to settle an outstanding debt. The suspect, who initially admitted to handing over 500,000 cedis to the deceased, was arrested and charged with kidnapping. However, following the discovery of Mr. Amwe's burnt body and forensic evidence, including blood stains, bent fabrics, and a bloodied fufu pestle, the charge was upgraded to murder. Quote, he is currently on remand following his appearance before the Adabakra District Court and is scheduled to reappear on August 8, 2025. A special operation is currently underway to identify and arrest his accomplices, and we are following other vital leads to gather all necessary evidence against the suspect and his accomplices, COP Donko said yesterday. I'm sure you followed this particular story. Yeah, an immigration officer whose friend owed him, I think, 300,000 Ghana cedis. A friend called him, they will have gotten the money, come for it. Ended up, going missing, only for his body to be identified half bent somewhere. Now, the police say they've gone to the room of this suspect. They've identified that he tried covering blood stains on the wall with new paintings and all of that. I mean, what does this speak to you about the kind of people we call friends? And what lessons can we draw from? Because this story, really, you owed someone. You said the person should come for the money, only for you to murder the person in that way.
Well, clearly, you see, humans, we are different. Yeah, we are different. There are some who cannot even hurt a fly. And others who have a grand scheme, not just to take your material wealth, but also even take your life. It happens. There were instances where we were in this country where we woke up one early morning getting shocked that human parts have kept in the fridges. That is something unfathomable. Nobody can believe that in Ghana, somebody can kill and then stock them in the deep freezer. No, it's not possible. And it's happening around Tepa area. You remember, it's a story in this country, around Sunyani, that area. Yes, a lot.
Yeah.
You remember that story?
Yeah.
It happened. It happened in this country.
A young guy was keeping bodies in fridges. Yeah.
Keeping bodies in fridges.
Yes. That only happened in...
I need to read up on
that. Around young content, I think those areas. I don't know the person.
That's the kind of stuff you only watch in serial killer movies.
Exactly. So sometimes, when these things happen, you wonder. I had a shock of my life to have read or seen those videos that a human being can kill and stop human part in fridges. This is about what transpired. But I am happy the issues have been moved. It's moving gradually from just suspect to what issues about murder. Because once the investigation is establishing clear link to intention to kill, definitely you have to be tried as a murderer. So me, I think that once again, life has been lost. It's quite an unfortunate situation. We don't want it to happen, but the law should take its course. We know justice, they say, sometimes grinds slowly, but this one, they should make sure that they speed it up. Making sure that anybody who is connected to this kind of act will be brought to book and suffer as the law prescribed.
Right.
This is quite unfortunate.
Doc.
Sad. My heart goes to the family.
Yeah. How did this story make you feel?
First thoughts and prayers to the family. I think I saw videos of the family of the immigration officer on that day calling for the head of the suspects, and I mean, I could relate with them. I mean, what would you do in that situation? You might just want the head of the person on a spike, but we live in a country of laws, and so we hope that the law enforcement agencies are allowed to do their duty. But I think the weirdest part of all of this for me is that he was killed over 300,000.
Yes.
300,000 owed him. So if you don't want to pay me, you can duck or other things. There are simpler ways of evading this than to spend the rest of your life in jail. But I think it just goes back to, I don't know, human emotion and what we do when we feel like we are pushed to the wall. And sometimes I think we underestimate the value of human life.
Sure. Agreed.
Because killing somebody over 300,000 is it's a lot of money, but it's just money as well, like in the same vein, I mean. And it's money you owed him. You had gone some time without paying him. I mean, at the worst case, you could have just continued trying to evade him. And for anybody to lose a life like that is very sad. So I think we'll just monitor that matter keenly in the courts, because no matter what we do, we are not going to bring back the young immigration officer. I just hope that his family keeps strong.
I've always said that if I owe you, if for any reason you want to take my life, just tell me that if you don't stop this, I'll end your life. I'll leave that thing for you, because look, life is precious. I have kids, I have family. And this guy has a young kid.
Very young.
So if you want to end someone's life, warn him. Maybe the person will stop pursuing that particular goal.
Warn him?
Oh, yes. Warn me that if you don't stop, you'll kill me. I would leave it for you.
Because I'm sure if he knew it was his life or the money he was owed, he would have definitely picked his life.
Because I love my life.
It means he has to add more.
Yes,
he
probably,
to leave.
You see, when I was much younger, and I used to get angry with my parents and other guardians when they say they didn't want us to be exposed to stories like these, you know. My father was a producer director at GBC, and there was particular stories he just won't let us watch, you know, and I didn't understand until I got older and I realized that human beings are not all human beings, you know.
That's true.
Shakespeare said there's no act to show the mind's illustration on the face. You and I could be sitting here and having this conversation, and a human being could be plotting your last breath, you know, and it shocks me to know that I thought these were things I only read about in storybooks and watching movies. It shocks me to hear that this is happening right here in this country. For you to use fufu pestle to kill someone just because of 300 cedis, it scares me. That is the last resort to paying up your debts, you know. So I think we should let's be more human, right? Life is precious. You have only one. You have only one. And it doesn't lie in your mouth or your hands to take somebody's life just because you've been pushed to the corner.
While keeping yours.
While keeping yours.
But I guess now
anyway, so let's get
over.
Let's move on. I want to rush through the Ghanaian Times. Please take note of the stories that pique your interest, and then we'll discuss. Starting with, let's address growing human transnational trafficking. So the increasing trafficking of men for cyber fraud and the growing trend of transnational trafficking of foreign migrants through the country is a national security concern. Now, this is coming from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, Dr. Agnes Nalumulate. And to this end, she has called for collaboration among stakeholders to urgently address the situation. Another story that still shocks me, that we traffic human beings. And guess what the story is saying? Is that transnational trafficking of foreign migrants, right? And then men for cyber fraud. So this fraud thing, that this Sakawa thing that we were talking about as children, has now evolved to the point where we are trafficking men to come and do fraud. I have to digress. You saw the movie, To Kill a Monkey. Oh, none of you have seen it. Okay, it's a Nigerian film series on Netflix. I love it. And it shows you exactly what they're talking about. So they recruit young men, take them through some sort of ritualistic ceremony, and tie them to their master. And all you have to do is defraud people. So they'll set you up with a computer or whatever, and then you have to just bring in the clients for you. It has become some sort of business, booming business for us, to the point that we are trafficking humans. Let me not take the wind out of your sail. So that's one story. FDA suspends manufacture of Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix. ECG cautions public against unauthorized meter transfers. I have to get into the story. So according to ECG, all meters issued by the company were registered to specific locations and must not be moved without formal approval. Unauthorized transfers, the utility power provider says, could disrupt billing systems, cause service challenges, and result in legal action. And I'm just going to add 2 more stories from here. Water boards inaugurated, tasks to champion reforms. And on the back page, CSIR CRI unveils climate-smart, nutrient-rich bean varieties, and 2.7 million euros project launched for displaced persons, host communities in northern Ghana. These are the stories in the Ghanaian Times newspaper, as well as the increment of the cocoa producer price, which we've already discussed, and the 410 million Ghana cedi earmarked for youth programs, according to the Minister for Youth. He took his turn, George Opari, took his turn at the Government Accountability Series yesterday. So let me start with you, Mr. Bataglia. Which of these stories do you want to get into?
Well, I want to talk about, we'll start with the story from the Gender Ministry.
Yeah.
That is a reality. I will just give an example. In my constituency, Sala East, in Tumu, we suffered sin. We got a group of foreign nationals that came into Tumu, had a hotel room with a group of young people, inviting young ones to train them in this online business.
No way.
It turned out to be like they are more of just training people to defraud others online. But thankfully we had some of our brothers arrived from Tamale. That's you have Sanda and then Muru. I think when they went to the hotel, they suspected that no, the movement of people in and out a particular room was quite unusual. So they said no. They brought the issue up, and then I spoke to the MCE. Then we spoke to the MUSEC, the security system there. Yeah. They went and accosted them, interrogated them. In fact, they have to repatriate them. But I'm sure this is happening at many other areas. Today, if you go to Kumasi, there are a lot of young ones who are running from the village to come and join other businesses like online businesses. Nobody knows what they are training them for. This is becoming a danger. It's like our society, I keep mentioning that, has become so materialistic side that staying and going by the principle of delayed gratification has become a thing of the past. Young ones don't want to stay in school. They are attracted by what they see as an immediate gains. So everybody just wants to have a shortcut to wealth. And that is quite a challenge we are all faced with. Even sometimes you have a talk with your own relative, telling them they have to stay in school, work for. They see that no, maybe Dr. Mwako is not as rich as the one they see driving all the best cars. That has no future. They only see the immediate life. And I think that once you establish, you draw yourself into this kind of thinking, you are entrapped and further you cannot come out. And that's the challenge you are faced with. So I think that our border system should be strengthened. The security system should make sure that they are able to take every little step, very important. Besides that, we have to have a collaborative interaction for the rural people. For instance, we have the local authority, we have the chiefs and we have stakeholders in the society. We should be watchdogs of our own community, because this community is becoming so sophisticated and more difficult said that we don't allow things to chance. And that's what I'm employing, because I think that when we act as a group, as a team, as a people, we are able to save our society. We don't only save society, we save our children from being lured into activities that will not benefit them.
That's exactly what the
long-term.
minister said.
Exactly.
She said that some of these young women are lured by fraudulent recruitment agencies with promises of well-paying jobs abroad, only to be subjected to abuse, torture, rape, and forced
We get all the funny calls. A young man called me, a young guy called me, and he's not even done with secondary school, and was telling me that he has a future. It's like an opportunity came and I should support. But I was saying that, why don't you stay back? So they see that you are his destiny killer. Sometimes they can go on and on with some negative commentary about you. But I think that we have tested all these things and realized that there's no future there. The future is just what we are running away from. Stay, learn, and become somebody productive. When you are, wherever you want to be, you will be.
Thank you. Yeah. So, Dr. Latte, the gender minister, said that this human trafficking issue has evolved in various scopes and complexities. And Ghana is not only now a recruitment or destination for human trafficking, but also some sort of transit point. So I like that Mr. Battaglia mentioned strengthening border control and enforcing our rules and regulations. But let's hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. And again, I always talk about having some behavioral change. I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but the way we glorify the people that engage in these acts, it's something that fuels it. If it was shunned or there was some negative stigma about it, I don't think a lot of people would aspire to go into it as they currently do. Now, as he rightly said, it's more cool to do some get-rich-quick scheme than to try and go the hard way of getting an education and whatnot. And to me, that's like, it's neither here nor there. I've always been an ardent supporter of education because that's the only place where you are standing on your own 2 feet, striving on your own. It doesn't matter which home you come from or who your parent was, or it all becomes irrelevant. Once you get into an educational system, it's your own merit. Yeah. So no matter where you come from, if you sit down and you apply yourself, you should be able to get the best out of it. And once you come out and you're able to achieve some level of education, then your life would go from there. But now what is worrying is that people drop out of secondary school and all of these things to go and sort of take up apprenticeships in fraud, because we've made it so glamorous and there's not too much negativity around it. It's something you can probably, because you're taking a really nice car, you can probably take it to your home and your parents will not question you too much. Yeah. And that's where the problem comes from. And I think it might be because the nature of the crime is such that the victim is at an arm's length. So they don't, I don't know if it's that they don't feel that they're actually stealing. But if you've been defrauded before, you would know that it's not an easy thing. And so you would expect people to have some more compassion and know that, just as he said, the short way never seems to work. And another interesting thing that I've noticed around, especially in Accra, is that people usually are in this business and you can just see the volatility in their lives. One moment they are doing so well, they have so much. The next time they can barely afford to feed. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, not too long ago, you had a Porsche, and now where's all of it? So it just goes to show how it's not also a very straightforward way of doing things, and you seem to have a nice time for a while, you peak, and it all disappears. Now we've also seen how the international agencies have taken an interest, and they've shown their dedication to be able to come down here to pick people. So it's something that I think as a society we should start looking at, especially when it gets so lucrative that people find it enticing enough to then import people, camp them and train them and all of that. That becomes a recipe for organized crime disaster, which I think luckily in this country we don't have too much of it. But imagine somebody then running like a prostitution ring out of this or something. It becomes something that's very worrying. And I hope that the government agencies are on top of it so that we can kill some of these things before it blows out of proportion.
Okay. Your papers?
I'm just thinking, can't landlords also help in this whole thing? Because if I come and rent your property and it's, say, 6K a month, and you're not able to prove, like what do I do? I don't know, but you see, when young people come to rent your property, they are not going out, they're always there, lots of people are coming in. Can they show interest in helping us curb this? Because we see a lot of these young guys living flashly in our areas. Can landlords do anything?
There's a whistleblower act where
They're
you
usually
can
more interested in collecting their money.
Yeah. So you can blow the whistle on them, you know.
They don't do it. That's why I'm asking. Can they begin to help us, you know, to track down this? You remember I don't want to mention the country's name, but we had some of our brothers and sisters from other countries coming to live with us. Last year, they arrested some people who were keeping around 200 or so young boys in one area, one apartment, and that's what they were doing. So can landlords really help? If I, Kojo, come to rent your house and I'm paying 6K, can you point to what the job I do to be able to afford that thing? Like Doc said, they're only interested in collecting, but can they move beyond just collecting to say, what do you do? Because I know some landlords who would go to the extent of knowing, are you even married?
Yeah.
Because if you're not married, they won't even give you the house. You have kids. Can they move further to say, what do you do? And prove that the person, you know, can afford it before. Because young people renting 6K, 7K a month apartment and no one cares.
Some even more than that.
You know, that's the point I'm making, saying that it requires the involvement of all of us. Everybody has a role to play. Otherwise, we are becoming helpless in our own society, in our country. We are becoming helpless. And it's a dangerous thing waiting to explode one day.
Because the young people are getting attracted by the money.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But young children.
It's looking like a very attractive career prospect for some people, and that's the worry.
It is just the orientation, materialistic orientation of our state. The way we are now, that's what we adore. We will not be praising her when she does something very fantastic, saving lives in the hospital. But we might praise her if she's driving the best of cars, wherever she gets it from, nobody talks about. That's the kind of society we have.
Demand and supply, I dare say.
If you have this kind of society.
For the sake of time, I have to rush you. Let's get into your newspapers for us. Doc, let's start with you.
Okay, so I have the Economy Times. On the front page, we have banks expected to begin lending rate cuts this week as BOG cuts benchmark rates by 300 basis points. BOG goes hard on banks to curb forex crunch as traders raise alarm. That has been a problem on everybody's lips. Trump raises new tariffs on Ghana, others to 15%, effective August 7. And I wanted to look at the story I found on the inside. Energy sector levies will enhance power supply but threaten inflation and transport fares. So professional services firm PwC has stated that though the energy sector levy is expected to enhance the government's capacity to stabilize power supply and reduces power sector debts, it also places added pressure on consumers. The pressure on the consumers, it said in its commentary on the 2025 mid-year budget review, will come through higher fuel prices, potentially affecting transport costs and inflation. I think that's something that we all saw coming and expected. Another shot of scam from the government.
Scam?
Yes, I mean that's another way they promise.
This is very difficult, quite unparliamentary. Can you please how can you say this?
This is also a scam.
It's not a scam. This cannot
also,
be a
let me
scam.
explain.
Okay,
let me explain myself on that.
Yeah.
That's another way. Another thing we were told that we will not raise revenue by introducing taxes. And indeed you have. So in that bit, you have scam Ghanaians.
But I think that there's a background to art.
There's always a background to everything. You see, no matter the situation, especially in the business, that you find a way to explain it.
Do you believe it's an intentional, dishonest way to scheme the Ghanaian people, or it's just victims of circumstance?
On the energy sector level.
No, on what you're calling a scam.
They are no. See, when it's just about the dynamics of election. When two sides are going into an election, a lot of things are said, a lot of things are done. And people hold governments to account. So if you say certain things confidently in Parliament at your vetting, you will not raise revenue through new taxes. And less than 7 months, you go around and just do the exact same thing. Now about 8 new taxes also have been introduced. You are scamming the people.
Politicians often say a lot of things and don't deliver on all of them. Would you say, so is it an accurate statement to say that politicians are scammers?
You see, that is the perception we are trying to change. Yeah. We want to be people that people have some modicum of trust in. We have to be known to keep our words. Especially not blatantly like this. So if they waited even 2 years before they started their spree of tax introduction, it would have been a little easy on our souls as Ghanaians. But less than 7 months and you've dropped 8 on us. That's serious.
But which are you interested in? Having lights, your power stay on, or having them go out and not paying taxes, but paying and having
see, the last 8 years, we had power, stable power mostly, right? We're not paying this tax. So when you make that argument, it's in my head, it just doesn't wash, because we've been able to survive for some time without introducing this 1 cedi on 1 liter. It's not small. That means on 1 gallon it's over 4 cedis. I don't want to go back into the nitty-gritties of this matter, but it's not as simple as it is, and it will take some time for. And I saw there's going to be an increment of transport fares on another platform when I was coming here. So slowly it's going to creep into the Ghanaian economy and pinch their pockets. So it's something that's...
So how do you feel about what she's saying?
My beautiful sister, the communication director, Dr. Amakwe, she's doing a very fantastic job for her people. Why? Because we are 2 good people here.
Yeah.
Best friend. But whilst I'm looking for good news, she's looking for bad news. That's what she's doing.
Well, she's in opposition.
That's what she's doing. She's finding a way to create a problem. But Sweetie, let's be honest.
Yeah.
A government came into power at a point people were buying fuel at 16 Ghana cedi. The government manages to bring it down to 12 and say out of the 12.
But Honorable, when you came to power, we were not buying fuel at 16.
How much were you buying it?
It was around 14, 15.
So let's even say 15. Let's pick the 15. Let's pick the 15, or even pick it 14.
January 2020. I can check.
Yeah, you can check. Let's even take it 14. Let's even say 14. Then the government managed to bring this thing down at a point that nobody expected it, to 12. And it even further was going down to the 11. Then government said that if we were dependent on, based on the kind of debt we have at the energy sector, that's about over 78 billion Ghana cedi dollars. If we wait and we have to onboard all fuel costs at one point, we'll be increasing electricity or energy by 54%. Can we bring up a strategy whereby before even the people will be benefiting the 11 cedi per liter, let's introduce 1 cedi to make it 12 cedi. By that, they will still have an amount of about 2 cedi to keep as benefit. It's not a complete shock. No.
So we're sold at 15.74.
15.74.
That's at January 2025.
Yes. So it means that government effort actually saved the Ghanaian by 3
That should be
cedi.
for diesel, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No, petrol.
Petrol. Okay, look at it.
Really?
So let's pick it at 17 cedi.
I'm reading from...
Okay, because this is Goel PLC. January 2nd, Super XP was 14.99. Diesel XP was 15.60.
Okay.
Super XP 95 was 15.60.
So on average, let's say 15.
Yes.
Average is 15. So it means that government brought this down to 12 and said that, okay, out of the 12, I've been able, through my effort and ingenuity, I've been able to bring this hardship down for you to be able to buy by saving about 3 cedi on each liter.
But that's the argument minority is making. That you give us some sort of relief and then at the back end you take something away.
If you take more, that becomes dangerous. But if I am telling you, I'm giving you relief, 4. But if you keep the 4, you end up at the end paying about 7. So give me 1 to save a situation that will make you keep more. How am I a dangerous person? How am I a dangerous person?
Or how are you a scammer, huh?
No, I don't want to use that word.
I can explain if you give me just 1 minute.
No, please.
We have about 5 minutes to go.
Don't give Dr. Makwe.
Okay.
I think that we have been very candid and honest with the Ghanaian people. Let me tell you, I'll give you a story. There's a lady I buy shoes from. When I got there the first time, he said that, I beg you, just try and maintain the cedi so that it will be stable. We are happy to be able to. I don't want any surprises. At that time, we were exchanging around 17 Ghana cedi, 16 or 15 Ghana cedi. I'm not sure about the figure. Then, when the thing started dropping, then she called me and said that, can you push it down to what, 9? Before she wanted just stability. She didn't want it to go up again. But now she saw that, she didn't believe that that could have happened. But now she saw it coming down, making the cedi much more stronger. Then she said that try and get it that to 9. That is exactly what my dear sister is saying. We have been able to take off a huge burden from the Ghanaian people. If I am telling you, she's just said that if 1 cedi per liter is not easy, that's 4 cedi in a gallon. But the same way the Ghanaian person or the Ghanaian, the consumer, has saved 3 cedi per liter, that's about what, 12 cedi.
Okay, so Doc, we give you the chance to respond. Make it short.
So you have a soft spot for Doc.
I really want to hear how she comes back.
You know she will come back. You know.
I think the NDC go about all of this and forget the price of crude last year when our price was at that point and the price of crude right now. Now it's at an all-time low, about 60 or so, between the $60 per barrel. In 2025, in 2024, the ending of last year, it was about 80, even sometimes getting to 85, almost $90 per barrel for fuel. That's how much we were buying it for, and that's how much Ghanaians were paying. Now that you are buying it for about $60, you are charging X amount and saying that because there's been a marginal drop, you are justifying a tax. What you don't tell people is that it is X amount plus 1 cedi. So this conversation we are having now, I'm going to keep the recording, so that when the world crude price rises to about 80 something, to the levels that we had, and so the price per liter comes to 14 or so, or 15 as the base price, and you have to add 1 cedi, then we'll see how the conversation goes. That is why when the whole war started, you were panicking all over the place because
to be fair, they were the ones saying, they were actually assuring us. I listened to
the information about the war affecting the price of crude came from
visionary leadership will let you take a step back.
Trying to prime the minds of, and you even withheld the implementation of the tax, foreseeing that happening could really increase the cost of the crude on the market.
That's
and
visionary.
So you would increase and actually they increased the fuel prices. So then they withheld the implementation of the 1 cedi just so we don't hit at them too. But you can't play this theatrics for long. It will expose you.
There's a famous comment in Parliament where Kojo Krobo Honorable will say that no matter how difficult it is, keep the lights on. Ghanaians wants to have the lights on. We are giving
concerning yourself
as to whether there's an adjustment of what Ghanaians are getting the maximum comfort.
Mr. Bataglia, these are issues that I like to leave to our audience because you are the judge of the matter. Okay, so it is you.
Because
these policies, this action, not necessarily. At this point in this conversation, I like to be neutral. But our audience are watching, and they are the ones who will be feeling whether or not.
You are a Ghanaian.
Yes, I am. But I'm also moderating between NDC and PP, so I need to be very neutral over here. We have a few minutes to get into your paper.
If she takes a stand and it doesn't favor you, will you be okay with it?
Oh no, it depends on how I see it. I will let it. But she has always taken a stand that does not favor me. I'm able to debate my way out. So same way. No, she should tell me how she feels so that I can even adjust better.
I can tell you that in as much as we claim or we say...
Don't be saying this with Sweetie,
No. This is my opinion, right? Yeah. I think that there was some sort of financial pressure in the atmosphere in the lead up to election 2024. Okay. In as much as the pressure has reduced, it doesn't mean that I'm making more money. It doesn't mean that my money is able to get me more things than I previously could do with the same amount of money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it looks like there's some sort of... It's area. There's some sort of relief, but the money in my pocket is not.
You are talking based on this because it means that relief is not taking you constantly to Awaku's office, so that you be checking your blood pressure. So it means there's comfort.
We have some time to get into your paper.
At this point, it's 8, right?
Is it 8 already?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We have to cross over. Well, thank you.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
right.
we have some time. We'll be taking you to the Joy Sports Invitational. There's something fantastic happening in the Joy Prime.
So you know today,
stay with us.
They are balloting to see which company plays which company, and it's happening in the studios of Joy Prime.
So we'll take you there later. Let's get into your paper.
The New Republic, that former SPY boss, stolen German machine. I think it's in reference to Adubuahi. Then we say, I'm free. Thanks to mafia. I don't know who those mafias are. That's Paula Dumochre. The SML disguised as what? Evertax in shady airport deal. The government to revive Commander Sugar Factory.
Every day we hear this. Yet it never becomes a reality.
Well, there's new hope.
Okay, amen.
There's new hope.
Well, we hope so.
Yeah, there's new hope.
Okay, I mean, you started it, right? Yeah. They went for the $30 million to revamp them.
We are minimizing, the politics has been minimized, and reality has come to play, so things will work out.
I pray so, because the commander people have always been saying that they need the jobs. And it won't be only for Commander people. I'm sure some people from the Western region will benefit. And those who grow sugarcane, wherever in the country, you'll become a beneficiary indirectly because they'll buy from you. So.
Is that it for your papers?
Yeah, that's
okay,
it.
then. Well, thank you. Is there any story there that you want to reflect on? Paul Adomotre story, the Ghana Airports Company Limited, any of them?
People, the interest rates are coming down. I thought I would talk about it.
We discussed it.
She wouldn't want to talk about good things. She read it and wouldn't want to emphasize on that.
I'm waiting for it to come down.
Definitely.
For
you see
that to reflect
the
in our
assurance
dealings.
that the CD appreciation is not just going to be a facade of one day in Rwanda. No, it's going to be there. And for the past 7 months, at least.
So you're not pumping dollars as the IMF said?
Oh, no, but you
it's
see, they have
always
been strategies. But how sustainable are the strategies? That's what we are looking at. Important thing is get money and make the Ghanaian comfortable. Are we doing it or not? Are we destroying the economy? No, the economy is growing, it's expanding, there's confidence. People are thinking about investing more. So what is it?
Okay. I hope the solutions you are putting up today will not come to bite us tomorrow. You remember in 2019-2020, during COVID, government did everything to make Ghanaians comfortable. Yet we paid for it afterwards.
We are not doing that kind of smart economics. No, that's not that's not what we are doing. We are being very honest and very candid with the Ghanaian as to how to make sure that we alleviate our struggles. That's it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
So
those who join us for this conversation, you have something, final words?
Yeah, I think that I also want to, at this point, also wish the young people in my constituency the best of luck in their examination. I am sure, I trust in their judgment in terms of writing the examination. They will comply with the rules and regulations governing the examinations. I wish everybody well. I wish all Ghanaian students who are writing these examinations the best of luck. Thank you.
Okay. Once Honorable has gone, Doc, I don't know, but I want to stay on where he left off to also wish the WASI student, all of them, all the best. In Hunter West, there are 3 senior high schools. We have St. Mary's Boys, we have Badu Bonso, where I attended. That's my school.
Okay.
I mean, in Ghana, I'm not sure you talk about any better school without mentioning Badu Bonso anyway. So that's
actually misinformation right there.
Yeah, but
you don't mention Bonu Bonsu.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What school did you attend?
I went to MGS.
Okay, that's fine. No, hold on.
Malco Girls Senior High School.
Honorable, what school did you attend?
I went to Tumu Secondary Technical,
good.
one of the famous rural schools that produces best people.
You know?
Good. Doc, which school did you attend?
Holy Child School.
Holy Child.
And then you went to Bono Bonsu.
No. You have to mention the name.
Oh, sorry. What's the name again?
The name is Badu Bonso. Senior High Technical School.
And I'll wager you, Kojo. I'll wager you that half of our audience have never heard.
Oh, no, they have. Now, listen, around the table, do we have a Bonso here or we don't have a Bonso here?
What does that even mean?
I'm here, right?
Yes.
I'm representing Badu Bonso,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So if you are talking about a better school, you cannot mention without Badu Bonso. That's what I mean.
That's a solid argument.
It's an argument you can actually make.
So we have Badu Bonso and we have Sankoro Senior High School. So I want to wish all of you all the best as you prepare to write this WASI. I have interacted with a lot of you and I know that you are prepared for this. I wish you the best of luck. Go and make yourselves proud and make your schools proud, make Ghana proud. Bazabe Bezike, be teacher say yeah, till now. In number of paper say, but her exams room with all the confidence. Belebedike, Boko Bopa, Madam Sebete question say to the Bahalebu Badua, but Yamana Mazai, a co Boko Zukapo Boko, but you know, in Tinyamara Wabe, none bo exams room in Bahala Pepe say, Bo, Nabudua, Nabahili, but Mam's even as home. Yamana and they run Balaka exams more.
All right.
Yeah,
so everything Kojo said, right? Dr. Gemaku, you have the final word. And I'll give you the opportunity to
Kojo has given us an indication.
Don't worry, we'll go around the table.
So I think I had already done my bits. Sure, but yes, I would again wish them well, all the Hop Sons. I mean, they are not Hop Sons yet. So all the students in Holy Child, wishing them all the best. We usually do great, so I am just encouraging you again that we have faith in you and then we are very sure that you succeed. Again, our sisters in Wesley Girls, we're always fighting, but all the best to them as well. And indeed, all the students around the country. It's always an interesting time. You feel like it's literally the end of your world, only for you to realize that that's just the beginning of the issues you are going to have. So all the best, and we're all very proud of you already.
Okay, now
you only become a Hobson after completing, yeah? Oh, okay.
Batagla is taking us to Sisala East.
Yes, Sisala East. You know, we speak Sisala. Tombine and Ache and Kabuhang actually. Ana here sanga kurusun anambaliu no unga hisata hame abaleria heliri unkumuskunga kacho musuten lele asula wesre majo ahono awiese alisa mansero kan tono apara neba da kana na germanang exam samo wakan to kuku ala di madon samba samo hiselewu wisule asula kapama lase sulare apama mammo adaka anakane domma laha germana da akan kawwa akan to torra akan to proma akan wugure kan bala mbrapa dia ma kasula akachwala ndiana rambina bra anan biang aya unanga to wisopol pungure walole hedo. Thank you so much. To wait,
yeah, I was waiting for that.
To wait,
what does that mean?
I just said
just summarize for us.
We are known for integrity, and I believe that they will go into that examination with that kind of integrity. We do not want people to come out of the examination with question marks. We believe that they have learned a lot. They go there, exhibit what they have learned. They should sit down, relax, read, understand, and write. And there's no doubt they will come out, as always, with flying colors to make us proud as a people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all so much. And I don't want Kojo to win this round, so I'm just going to say, I'm a be a mauna na minsa na dung sami. The Dukbo is not the end of life, right? There's life after exam. So just take your time, read the question, understand, and I pray that everything will go well for you. And all the best to the Malco girls who are writing the exam starting today. And that brings us to the end of the news review. Thank you for watching. We had Dr. Ikuyamuako. He's a member of the NPP Communications Directorate. And then Mohamed Bataglia is the Member of Parliament for Sisala East. So right about now, we'll take a break. But when we return, we'll take you to the Joy Prime Studios, where the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, the balloting for who comes first, who plays what, is going to happen. All that after the break. We'll be right back.
Trotros are the most preferred mode of transport in Ghana's capital, Accra. They are affordable and the most convenient form of transportation. They are cheap and go everywhere. But there's something else that travels with them. Messages, usually inscribed on their windshields. From scriptures and religious symbols to favorite football teams and flags. One driver, Yaa, uses his trotro to make a political statement, reflecting how he feels about past presidents and their time in office.
2020, I write, Mahama is better than this man. And after 2024 election, I write, Mahama is better than that man. And I can't mention that person name because I don't want any disturb. That's why I write that man or this man. Any Ghanaian can know the person who I'm talking about.
It's not just for attention. Yaa believes drivers should have a say too on national issues.
Oh, if you worry me, what can you do? You cannot do anything because you have a freedom of speech. And I didn't mention anybody's name. And you can say, I said this man or this man. If you are a sensible person, you see that I'm talking about this man. But you can't tell me that this man I'm talking about. Or if you see the dollar with CD, the dollar is higher than CD. But as now, dollar come down. If you see what is going on, everybody know that Mahama is better than that man.
Others, like Charles Bedu, share messages reflecting personal life stories and relationships.
Oh, I've wrote, baby, let me sleep. Because of that, it's not about maybe someone would think about maybe in sex way, but it's not that. I take my wife to Malata. It's my market woman. Every day, it wake up me in the maybe in the new 3:30, 4:30. I take him to Manhattan. So every time when I'm going, I feel like I want sleep. So that because of that, then I wrote that in my car. I get some fans, private men, when I'm going, they say, oh, driver, stop, let me take what you have wrote in your car. So I know the reason why I've wrote that one in my car.
The first chochos came to Ghana in the 1960s and were originally used for merchant travels and long-distance trade. Now, these vans serve everyone, from the average businessman to children heading to school. Many of the sayings you might see are expressions of beliefs from a range of religions and languages. And for some, they might even be used to ward off bad spirits.
2003, I started driving over Paris. I message in the buyer. Last year, I was Antwerp and check. I was to me. Our package. Auntie, a door to Numacasa. And until a message in the buyer said, Mentros, I enjoy.
So, which idea? I was on Danasi. Senyakopo show idea. I was on Danasi. As a children, now good Allah.
Obia be didi send etibia no ento ama ade sade na ko be hye no nyam obia sa kan de sa pepepe enya de ade chi ade sade obia be didi
uniska uni abusua se wanu se wi ase be se wo ska abusua fo mo do uniska abusua fo mo no wo ka wasem kura na yentie ba wo ska wo ba wa kura se wo siden wo ba wa kura se wo da kwa se wo sisen ni ana ti uniska uni abusua ana me hunso e won kro bebre hu omo uniska no ye fo mo mobra wo ska e do bobra.
They may look like random words on glass or metal, but for the drivers, it's how they speak, without authoring a word. So the next time you see them on the road or at a lorry station, don't just pass by. Read it. It might tell you exactly what the driver cannot. Kaya La Guardia Yunamine, Joy News, Nkrumah Circle, Ghana.
Now let me take you to the Joy Prime Studios, where Nathaniel Atto and Razak Musbao are standing by for the draw of the 2025 Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, where we have about 47 companies who will be competing for the honors. Let's take you there now.
Your streams on social media. Thank you so much for being with us. And at this time, immediately, I'd like to hand over to the General Manager, Joy Cluster, here at the Multimedia Group, Fifi Kumson, to officially welcome all of us. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
All right. Thank you very much, Nathaniel, and you're very much welcome. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is the leading sporting event, corporate sporting event in Ghana. This year, we've increased the number of disciplines. And for you companies coming, remember, we have 47 of you competing in the various disciplines. And I'm learning that. But clap, let's clap, let's clap, let's clap, let's clap, let's clap. And the good thing is that 38 of you have decided to play football. That is exciting. So this morning, we welcome you to the draw. I believe that we are going to have a very exciting tournament on the 9th of August at the Legon Stadium. Thank you so much for coming, and we want to say a big thank you to our sponsors. We believe that we definitely together will make this happen, and it's going to be great. Every one of you here. Thank you. Thank you.
On a lighter side, what kind of circling was Fifi doing? Anyway?
Well, he was getting ready. He was getting ready for a number of events that he's looking forward to.
So Fifi is the special warm-up coach for Team Multimedia.
Yes.
Anyway, so thank you all so much. Musbao, we're grateful to Fifi Kumson. He is the general manager for the Joy Cluster here at the Multimedia Group, and we're bringing you this live draw. We want to build up, and this is what we do by tradition as we build up to the main event on the day itself. Now, last year, they came in, sneaked in very, very quietly, showed a lot of energy when we visited them, and on the final day, by the time everything wrapped up by 7 p.m., it was the National Petroleum Authority who emerged champions after winning the highest number of gold medals and trophies in the tournament. Would you want to put your hands together? So today would want them to, send a message of goodwill on behalf of all of their colleagues, since they are the defending champions, NPA. We do not know what the story will be like this year, but, we'd just like to say a big congratulations to them as well. Handling that space as champions for a whole year is no mean feat. Let's do a big round of applause. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having all of you on board. My name is Abdul Aziz Inusa, rep from the National Petroleum Authority. Like you rightly said, last year we were the overall event winners, one from the table tennis, tug of war, the long tennis, etc., etc. So we're coming back this year stronger. We've reflected. We want to go all around and win almost everything. We are ready. Very ready. I mean, our CEO, Council EBG Tamaklo, is solidly behind us. Our HR director, Sedinam, is equally also behind us. So I don't know what they are bringing on board actually, but maybe.
It's interesting the way you are pointing to Yomi Yogurt. Is there some rivalry already? And the way she stared at you, are we safe?
I also saw Adani Travels. They were giving you a certain look.
Well,
it's essentially good to have them on board to add up to the numbers, but I don't know. We don't have competitors, truly.
Okay. No. You look around this whole place and you say you don't have competitors.
We don't have competitors.
I see. I see.
I can see numbers.
Let's do a big round of applause. Okay, so Musbah, it's a good time, just before we go into the nitty-gritty, to get to know who is represented here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's begin
from Magdan.
Okay, I'm Haruna Isa from Magdan Group.
Gifted Fianco from Emigo Ghana Limited, powered by Yomi Yogurt.
But what was the meaning of that look you gave? In local parlance, they call it Ochokobila. I'm a guy, but to tell you the truth, I don't know what the meaning of Ochokobila is.
No, I was actually pleasantly surprised by what he said.
Okay.
Because last year, it was down to the two of us in the football, and they took the first position, we took the second. And I'm not sure why he thinks that we went to sleep. We have actually prepared.
Yes, and I'm Charles Ni Ayuku from the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG.
Ni Ayuku, like yes. Boutros Ghali.
Yes.
Fentu, Tahiru Fentu.
Yes, and in fact, before we got in here, I had a conversation with my friend from NPA that this is the last time they are going to see any medal.
And I'm Mary Eshen Opon, also from ECG. And this time we are coming to connect and conquer.
They are connecting all of you to electricity and conquer you at the same time.
I am Patrick Mensah Hesmark from the ARB Apex Bank. Last year we were second, and this year we are taking the top position. So prepare for us.
Okay, I am Isaac Ankamotre. I'm representing Equity Health Insurance. We are the best private health insurance company of the year. It is a maiden edition, and we are here to make a mark.
All right.
It's a maiden edition, and we are here to make a mark. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Nana Kofi Ajuma India. I'm representing the Youth Employment Agency. This is also our first time, and then we are hoping to go back home as winners.
And then I see some three strong gentlemen in green apparels.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm Emmanuel. I'm here with Eric and then Frank. We are from Access Pensions. We are the Green Bloods. This is our second time, and we want to tell everyone they can expect what they want, but then when we come, we will do what we will do. So we are taking everything.
So this Green Army, you composed a song for your CEO, Efri Owari, last year. What's happening this year? Have you composed another album for him?
So when Muftar came around, we informed him that our CEO, we flew him to Liverpool to go and train.
I see.
He will be back on Friday.
I see.
Then he will rest at our luxurious hotel. The Saturday morning, we move him, health walk. Then he comes to the field. Trust me, it's because 2010 he was busy with the reformation of pensions in Ghana. That's how come we missed the penalty at the World Cup. If not, he was going to conquer, and Ghana would have won the World Cup. So just imagine, expect the best from us.
Thank you, Access Pensions. Thank you, Access Pensions. If you just joined us, we're here at the live draw of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025. My name is Nathaniel Atto. I'm here in the good company of Musbao Razak. Musbao Razak has a converted gentleman now. He will be taking part in arm wrestling. Remember, that is the only title that multimedia has. As to whether he's able to do that well, we're not too sure.
Very capable, very capable. I've been training a lot, so I'm looking. That's my former lecturer there, so maybe something else. Just say you could my former lecturer. So, but the rest of them,
watch what you say about your former lecturer. Nowadays, that titles are being withdrawn. Project work can also be withdrawn. Anyway, so we see what I believe will be the jersey for Nkulenu on Saturday. Very interesting Nike jersey, you know, a lot of bright colors. Oh, okay, okay. Let's hear from you.
Okay, I'm Eric Do. I'm here with Agbeko Tete. He's the chief driver. We are representing our company, our dear company, Nkulenu Industries Limited. And then we are the first indigenous food processing company in Ghana. So I totally disagree with my brother from NPA that they are coming for all the trophies, especially the gold trophies. I disagree. We are first wherever we go, so we are coming for them. Sorry for whoever we will be meeting first. And the least we will give them, especially in the football, will be 5-0.
My name is Festus Owari, representing Team Multimedia. Everyone is first. I always say they are first, but don't worry. There's a saying that the first, Musba, continue, the first.
It shall be the last.
Okay, so I rest my case. Thank you.
My name is Ernesteto Kole, representing La Community Bank, and I'm here with Benjamin Gugu. This is our first time, and we won't talk much, but we are really coming to make a mark.
Thank you.
I'm Philip from IS Evolutions. We were here last year, and we are here again. Last year we did our best. We won the CEO penalties, but this time we are coming with more fire. Expect more from us. Thank you.
Good morning to Mr. Divine Tei, CEO of IS Evolutions Consult. Came in last year on his first attempt and won the CEO's penalty shootout.
I'm David Odampton from Safoda.
That's right.
As usual. So a word of caution to all the teams. We are coming to cause havoc. Yes. Our CEO was not happy at all the last time. We trained for a bigger post and you gave us a small post. But this time, we are coming to cause havoc. So it's a word of caution to everybody.
Yeah. And Mr. Adolf Tete Ajay is a former winner of the CEO's competition. Good morning.
Good morning to you all. My name is Kennedy Norman, representing Consolidated Shipping Agencies Limited.
Conship.
Yes, Conship, yes. And I need to inform you all that our CEO, Dr. Vaznani, wields the skills and tactics of CR7. And as you can see, we hoist the colors of blues and we have the blue blood. So please watch out for us. We are coming with fire. And this is our first time. We are going to make an impact.
The last time we heard the color blue, they were conquering the world. So you people have to be careful. All right, thank you.
Okay, my name is Prince Ofusu, representing All Sales Services Limited, your #1 dealer in money counting equipment. Okay, so this is our first entry, but I will not say it's our first entry because we've done our homework. We've sat back and then we've analyzed everything. We're coming with fire. So with the CEO penalty shootout, they should forget about it. It is ours. We are the royals and we are coming for the throne, so they should forget about it.
Good morning. My name is Daniel Amir, representing Ashford. Also, this is our first time, but I want to tell you that we are Ashford. You feel it and you know it. So we are happy.
You know, Ash Foam have a whole setup in their, their factory. And good morning to Mr. George Massey. They have a really unique setup. In fact, we can have a whole boxing tournament in their yard. They've been setting up, football pitches in their yard, after production. It's a very, very interesting spectacle. As to how they are able to translate it and transfer it onto real competition on Saturday, we all live to see. Put your hands together for them one more time.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amael from Ball Clicks, and this is our first time partaking in this year's event. And I can hear some of my competitors talking a lot, but as the saying goes, Kasa Frama. So on Saturday, we'll come with our magical powers and then show you guys what we got. But for Bulk Clicks, we are a software company that has a leading product in the bulk SMS platform, bulk SMS space. So if you're looking forward to using the bulk SMS, contact us. Thank you.
Here we go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vanessa Williams from Ayuda Hub. At Ayuda, we say Abakon services paper. So we are coming as underdogs who will shock everyone. So just prepare yourselves well, okay? You say I'll grow NFM. So just get ready for Ayuda. Thank you.
Wow, Ayuda, you are the very first company whom I've heard use the word underdog. That is very, very sportsmanly. Let's put our hands together for her. Okay. All right.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sana Mesa from Volta Catch, and this is our first time being here, and I wouldn't talk much. Just wait for my people to come. We are going to be the #1, and we are taking all the trophies to our depots, where we farm our fish, even Volta Catch. Trust me, we are good. We don't talk much too. We would win. Because if I'm there and my people are there, we are shooting it to the top. So wait for us.
Good morning. I'm Gabriel from Sawenano & Sons Company Limited, a construction firm. We are into real estate. Last year we were here. We set our eyes on some people to take out from the competition, and we did that. This year we are here again. And I'm seeing some faces I have put in the red mark on. So my boss said I should leave a message to you guys. We have 38 rooms, estate houses, ready for all the losers here. So when you lose, we have a car parked outside the stadium, pick you to our estate at Dowenya, 25. So expect us to win everything.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Albert Saki. I'm representing Heritage Christian University. All I hear is talk. As Buko Banko always says, the mouth does not know that his master is afraid. We'll see you on Saturday.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Ato. I'm with Core Impact Ghana. We are the producers of Core Natural, which is a refreshing taste from cocoa. It's a natural cocoa fruit juice that we'll be bringing along to, as we win, we'll be celebrating with you. I mean, we don't laugh at our losers, obviously, but I see some people, I don't know if Ashford is coming to sleep or not, but hopefully we'll put you all to sleep by the end of the competition. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you on Saturday, and hopefully we are winning. Not hopefully, we are winning. So yeah, and then we'll be refreshing you all with natural cocoa fruit juice as well. All right, thank you.
Hi, my name is Mark Dosese, Volta Catch. There's just one thing I want everybody to keep in mind. If you go to sleep today, just something to think about. Imagine swimming with a fisherman. Imagine tug of war, tug of love with a fisherman who drags nets every day. Imagine playing soccer with a fisherman. We are not talking so much. Agronifem. Next year by this time, we'll be saying, Sa Volta Tilapia 4 no. So this is all we got to say. We'll meet on Saturday and we'll make our mark on that day. Thank you very much.
It's amazing how you're all talking about we will win, we will win, we will win. But you know that a healthy mind is what you need. And we at Aldrich, we are those taking care of your aged in the house and giving you that healthy mind to go and work. So you are telling us that you are going to take over from us. We will not talk a lot. Let's meet there.
Wonderful. All right, so we go over to the extreme end for the final introduction.
Okay, I'm Mototi Ojifo from Piwak Natural Health, the managing director. We will not say much. A lot of you are saying that you win, you win. In my local dialect, they said, Zeuze, Togbo Kwele. When we reach there, we will all see. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Well, we have another company joining us via Zoom, so let's get there. And from the University of Ghana, let's get there and hear also from them now.
All right, sure.
Great.
So interesting point you've raised there. So the University of Ghana is now our trademark venue for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament.
Yeah.
Our numbers are always large. We need a lot of space. We need a lot of varied infrastructure. And the University of Ghana Stadium is the traditional venue for this. Now, the administrator of the University of Ghana Stadium, just before we go for our draw, has joined us virtually for a brief,
the readiness of the facility.
Of the facility to host all of these gallant teams. Remember, some of them are speaking their local dialect, some of them are training in Choco, some say they are swimming with fish, and some say they know that they are underdogs, but you will see something. As for me, I'll just relax in the back and be announcing you when you win. Well, we'll go to Mr. Abdul Rahman Idrisu. He is the administrator of the University of Ghana Stadium and the facility. Good morning, Mr. Abdul Rahman Idrisu. And what is the brief message you've got regarding house rules?
Good morning, Senior Nathaniel, and good morning to all the guests, the teams and organizers. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you some ground rules set by the University of Ghana Stadium. I must say that the University of Ghana Stadium is the only stadium in Ghana currently which has certified Mondo tracks when we talk of athletics. So it is our duty to protect the facility and give you the best. And we want to ensure that all the participants will have an enjoyable experience. So with that, I just want to share with us some rules that we have put in place for the facility and to protect all of us. For example, the track, as I mentioned, is the only certified track we have in Ghana for international competition. So we would admonish everybody that if you don't have any business on the pitch, you don't go down there. We expect all the participants to be at the stands. Only when you have to compete, you come down. So there will be a designated green carpet that those going to access the pitch, the players, the coaches, you pass on the green carpet to go onto the pitch. We do not expect people coming down into the inner perimeter unless they are coming to compete. Secondly, we have certain rules concerning footwear, what type of footwear you can come onto the track with. Football boots, as I mentioned, you can't step on the track with football boots, cleat and studded shoes. So if you are coming with such shoes, we expect you to pass on the green carpet to access the playing area. Thirdly, at the stands, we have bars behind us when you sit at the VIP stands. And therefore, anytime you want to eat, we expect you to go back to the bar area and eat. If not, we end up messing the place for ourselves and it will be uncomfortable for all of us. We are also admonishing that we all respect the facility and protect it together. Equipment, you go and meet there, protect the equipment for all our good. If we find damages, we may charge the individual responsible or the groups. So we would want to avoid that. And finally, we will urge all participants to please cooperate with the staff at the stadium. There are staff there who will be coordinating our activities. There are security personnel who will be there to protect all of us. So we endeavor everybody to respect such personnel when we come in touch with them. We know University of Ghana is noted for excellence, and we promise on our part to put everything in place to make you comfortable. We promise to give you nothing else in terms of our facilities and environment, but the best. So we wish all of you the best of luck in the tournament. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing stuff there. And that was Abdul Rahman. He is the administrator of the University of Ghana Stadium. And he's brought us some ground rules, and these we'll be observing. Remember, we're beginning with a 5-kilometer walk on the campus of the University of Ghana. We're told that some students will also be joining us, so they inspire themselves as they get ready to join, to enter the corporate world. They'll be joining us as this is headlined by the Honorable Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana, Mr. Julius Debra. Well, there's something amazing about to happen, and that I've been looking forward to.
Yes, it's time for the draw. This is why we have all converged here. And helping us with the draw is going to be the head of referees in Ghana, referee Ibrahim Ashong. Can we have referee? Ref, please come. Please come.
The head referee. Joint Sports Invitational.
So we'll keep monitoring how the draw goes. It's the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. And if your company is not registered to compete, then you're missing out. But let's come back into the studio, the Joy News studios right here, and bring you this conversation. We have an exclusive conversation with senior presidential staffer and a board member of PRLC, Yaa Jantuah. Nana, it's good to see you. It's been a really long time.
It's been a really long time. Good to see you too, my dear.
How are you?
I'm fine. No. Where is Ben?
I sacked him.
Well, he's around.
I sacked him. I said I preferred Brace, so they took Ben away and brought Brace.
Oh.
But yeah, it's good to see you. So I want to have a conversation on all matters that are of national interest, as many of them as we can get into this conversation.
To bombard me, right?
But yes, that's why we have sandwiched you. But let's start from your perspective of where the country is right now. I remember listening to you lament about how terrible we're doing. The economy was not doing well. In your interaction with young people, it seemed like we were not very happy with the way things were going. And it's been 7 months or so now under this new administration, where you yourself, an official, government official now. What is your assessment of how things have evolved since this administration took office to now that we are here having this conversation?
Thank you very much, sweetie, and nice meeting you, Grace.
Nice meeting you too.
Good morning to your viewers, good morning to Ghana, and good morning to everybody, especially His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Julius Debra, and all my colleagues at the Jubilee House. I think Ghana is going well. I mean, for nothing at all, you can see some peace in the country. You can see the economy has picked up. Look at the CD dollar. And that was one of the biggest issues that we had, the CD dollar. I mean, depreciation. The depreciation was so deep that you couldn't even plan. But now we are good because the CD has appreciated tremendously that people are even complaining because we are used to when you change $1,000, you are getting a certain amount. Now it's not like that.
Yeah.
Before you change $1,000, you're getting about 17,000 Ghana cedis, right? Now you are getting way less.
10, 11,000, 12 at most.
Yes. Yeah. So this shows that it's good. For me, I wish it could even go to 9. I remember when it started appreciating, I mean, rapidly, people were saying that His Excellency should take his time. I was wondering, how can he take his time? The market forces are working and he hasn't got a hand in manipulating it. So for me, I am happy for what is going on. I am happy that Ghana is good. You can see everybody is happy. Everybody is going about their duties. People speak to me.
Is it everybody though?
Most.
I mean, I hear people say that in as much as, you know, the economy seems to be on an upward trajectory, like you're saying, appreciation of currency and all that, it doesn't actually reflect in their pockets because traders haven't yet reduced the prices of goods and services to tally with the current atmosphere we have now. So can we actually say that everyone is happy?
Some have reduced. You see, those who haven't reduced are those who are saying that they bought their goods at a certain price. That when the dollar, some people stock goods for 2 years because maybe, especially their consumables, they will expire in 2027. If they are clothes, they buy beyond a certain distance. So the argument is that they did not purchase it at this price.
But it's been 7 months now.
No, do you get me? So they are saying that they have stock that they have to clear. That is the excuse. But there are others too who have new stock and they are also selling it at lower prices. So it is a balance that you all have to tip. It's a matter of time. Because those who said, some people stock for, especially because of COVID. When COVID came and most people stopped traveling, they stocked a lot of goods. So if you stock a lot of goods and you bought it at $1 to 17 cedis, and now it's, I think, 10 or 11, whatever. The differential, you speak to them and they tell you that who is going to give them the differential.
Okay.
And that is where the problem is. But I mean, with time, I know that it will be levelized, and I'm just praying that everything will remain as it is and that there will be no force majeure or anything that will throw us off. But sweetie, you are even looking good. You have put on a lot of weight. So
it's because I'm resting and drinking water and minding my business.
So it's good now you see, you're minding your business because everything is fine.
This is not about me and the country. But you see, Nanaya, can we take a moment and make this conversation practical?
Yeah.
We cannot force traders to reduce the prices of their goods and services because, yes. And I want to link it to the DStv matter because it's also a very topical.
What is happening in DStv?
Oh, okay. So there's some sort of banter between. Yes. So you're aware of what's going on.
Yes, I agree with the minister. They should reduce their prices because their content is even horrible.
Oh.
Yes, me, I keep DStv in my home because of the men in my house. Otherwise, I'll go to Netflix. You see, sometimes when you see the art there, go to America, you see Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's old. But the film they are showing on Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's still young. Sometimes you look at the summary of the film, it's 1978. Do you get, apart from the African magic content, all the foreign content are old.
So the question I wanted to ask was, if we cannot force our traders to reduce the prices of goods and services because it's a free market, can we actually demand DStv, a company on its own?
Yes, we can demand DStv.
Mind you, it's a luxury. I think it's a luxury product.
It is not a luxury product.
It is not everyone who can afford or who has DStv. People just watch the normal satellite channels. If you can afford it, then you buy it. So can we actually force them to reduce their prices to meet the appreciation of our currency?
Nobody is forcing them. They should be reasonable because it's a comparative analysis that was done. That in Nigeria is $25, in other places, even in South Africa where DStv is low.
But the economic conditions same in these countries.
But Nigeria is, I don't want to talk about anybody's country. But Ghana is better than most of the countries we are comparing to.
I'm not sure you've looked at the market size.
I've done
over 200
I have
million.
done all that analysis with my children at home. I was the one who brought market size, market share. Do you get me? But even if you look at market size, market share, the prices they are charging us are higher. You get one of the countries, I've forgotten, the one that the king came here. What is the name of that country?
The king?
Yes, the king.
Eswatini.
Eswatini is a very small country. They are charging them less.
Okay.
So how many people in Eswatini will watch let's assume all of them. That would be the same, granted, the same population as Ghana. But if you are charging, your content is not good.
Isn't Eswatini with that small country within South Africa or close to South Africa?
Yeah. Miss only so they have a king.
Yes.
Yes.
But Yeah, but so it could be treated as part of the South African market.
No, you can't.
Yes, even though it's different.
No, you can't.
But you're looking at the proximity.
It's a sovereign country.
Yes, I get it.
Do you get me? They have their own rules, regulations. They have a king. Do you understand me? So you can't treat it as part of the South African market.
Okay, now let's bring it down. You see the wigs you two are wearing?
Yes. Why did you say we are wearing wigs?
Okay.
You are not a
It's
man.
my hair. I bought it with my own money.
What I say, you are man. You are.
Maybe no.
How can you even use that as an example?
Forgive me.
Hey.
But I just want to say that.
Grace, you don't know. You are not in this life. How can you come and tell me?
That's your beautiful hair.
It's beautiful.
No, but how can you come and tell us that the wigs that you are wearing?
No, you see, but
Grace, stop that.
Okay, Grace. Another example.
Okay, let's use.
It is our hair.
Let's use one of the cars that the COP, the director of CID was referring to. He mentioned Rolls Royce. Good.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce is a luxury brand, right? If you can afford, you buy it. Can we force that Rolls Royce seller?
DStv is not a luxury.
Oh, really?
But it is.
No, I am saying is that. What I'm saying is that me, if you tell me that I should pay for DStv with good content, I don't have a problem.
So you decide to leave them?
No, I'm saying that there's no alternative. I wish that Honorable Sam Joy should bring another competitor. Somebody, the next competitor, I've told you in my home, it's because of the men and their football. Me, I'm a Netflix person. Do you get me? Because the repetition is so much. When you go to Netflix, you pay a small amount, some amount. You get everything that you want except football. So the men in my home, they want the football.
But it doesn't necessarily mean keep watching it because, look, I'm a man. I love football. But when my team, Manchester United, started flopping, I discontinued my DStv.
You said that their teams are not flopping.
No, but it's a choice I made. I could have still stayed on to
yours
watch.
has flopped.
Yes.
Theirs haven't flopped.
But I decided to switch
so
off.
That's the one is your dissing.
But you see, the argument you made about Netflix, we can still probe that further.
Yes.
There are some movies that you will not find in Netflix Africa, Netflix South in Africa
movies
mostly.
Like what?
I don't know. Sometimes I see a movie recommendation on Netflix, and I go to Netflix and I can't find it there. And I'm not using the small account. I'm using the
There's even YouTube. Premium. People are now watching.
Please
YouTube.
let me land on this. So, if you found out that those in America, Europe, Australia, maybe the other continents are getting better packages, and you in Africa have to pay maybe 1 plus a third of the amount they are paying. Can you actually, as a sovereign state, Ghana, as a country, demand that Netflix reduce their prices to suit your economic weather?
You see, it is not. You see, for me, the argument. This one is Netflix is abroad. This is
but DStv is international. Multi-choice
is international. You said DStv Africa. Even the TLC that they have, they say TLC HD Africa.
Okay.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So this is an African content.
So you think that across all African countries,
the Igbo,
the rates should be the same?
Yes, I mean the Igbo. Do you get me? The Hausa, the Igbo, and all that. It is Africa. You can't go and show Hausa, Igbo international in America. Who will listen?
Okay.
Only a small share of the country will listen to Hausa and Igbo.
Okay.
So if you say that your DStv is, let's say, 2 cedis, and you are talking about market share, of which I made that argument in my home, that we need to look at market share.
Well, you can't discount the market share.
Yes, you can't discount the market share. I use it. But to me, my argument is that they should reduce it because of quality of service.
That's it?
Yes, I need
because of quality of service.
Yes, because you see the point that the content is bad.
But it's not mandatory.
No, that is not the point. Once it's in the country, please, once it's in the country and the people are watching it. DStv started long ago, I remember in the 90s.
Yeah.
And now go to homes, maybe Brace, you don't know what's going on. Go to home, they have different packages. Most homes have DStv. Go to compound houses. Go to me, I'm a grassroots person. Go to compound, you see DStv. Even some people have the other one. The multi-choice. Is it multi?
Go TV?
Go TV.
It's still for the same company.
Yes, but there's another one.
Or the multi-TV.
Multi-TV.
Yes.
They still have multi-TV, but they still have DStv. Because they are packages.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the point is that it is expensive. Because you see, It is possible the ministry to have done some survey to know the number of Ghanaians who are. It's not a luxury. Because they have some packages are as low as maybe 90 CDs, 300 CDs. It goes and goes and goes. But the content, for me, the content. Me, I agree with the minister. He should have gone beyond interrogating everything. Whatever he has done to arrive at this decision. Because you see, if you go and buy a second-hand jacket at Cantamanto, it will not be the same as buying a brand new jacket in a shop. So if you give me a content that is not good, but you are charging so high, do you understand?
Yeah, I get it. So,
look, TLC. There's something I watch on TLC because now I'm forced to be there. So when they are watching their football, I want to be stopped. I say, okay, me too, I'm watching TLC. TLC, there's this thing that I like. Marry Me Abroad. And others. Repeat. 90-Day Fiancé, The Last Resort. Repeat, 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 repeat. Do you get me? So why do I pay money for all this? The content should be good.
Okay.
Because if you buy something and it's expensive, you say Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce, when you sit in a Rolls Royce, you know you are sitting in a car. You cannot compare Rolls Royce to Tico. But Tico too can drive you around.
So you'll be happy if they decide that they can't go through the terms the minister is giving, so they are parking out.
They can go. Somebody else will come. This is a competitive market.
Yeah, but the thing
because
now
they are
is
making a lot of money in Ghana, but they are not serving us right.
Okay.
Do you get me?
So yours is not the gains in the economy, but the service.
Yes, the service is bad because people are paying for it and the service is not good.
But the argument has been that the exchange rate is better now.
Yes, but if the exchange rate is better, they are not. That the problem is that they are not charging in dollars. So if they were charging in dollars, automatically it will come down.
But I remember one time ago when the argument about them reducing, the statement that came out was that the exchange rate was high.
Because I don't know about that.
I don't know.
You see, their posture is also not
good.
Right, we need to negotiate. We need to come out and say that, put all stakeholders together. We should agree on what to do. But these are Ghanaians who are buying from you a certain product. People now get subscription from Nigeria. Do you know that?
Yeah.
They get subscription from Nigeria and there are agents here, the same content too. So why is it that in Nigeria it's $25 and people are getting subscription from Nigeria? There are agents who are helping people to subscribe in Nigeria. So it means there's a problem.
At this point in time, I think the ultimatum is reduce the charges or NCA will suspend your license.
I don't have a problem.
When it comes down to it, Nanaya, do you back that call that their license should be explained? And there's actually an article from Caleb on myjoyonline.com that details what the law says.
Okay, I don't know what the law says.
Under what circumstances NCA can revoke or suspend someone's license. And according to Clause 13 of the Electronic Communications Act, the NCA has the legal authority to suspend or revoke a license under certain conditions. Hold on. Now, these are the conditions. Failure to meet materially with the Act, regulations, or license terms. Disregard of lawful direction from the authority. Default in payment
for what?
Lawful directions from the authority, which is NCA at this point. Default in payment of regulatory fees and seizing operations without notice, issues of national security or public interest, and where a fine is not deemed sufficient to address the breach. Which of these items listed here do you think warrant a suspension of DStv license? Should they refuse to reduce the charges?
I'll come to that. You see, even at the Flagstaff House, the president decided to cut DStv because of cost. The cost is high. He decided to cut DStv to everybody's office. We are all watching satellites, Ghana. Do you understand me? So if it wasn't that, you see, it should have even given a cue to them that the highest office of the land has decided not to watch DStv. And when the president gave that directive, for them, if they were good investors, there should have been a cue. Do you understand that? What is going on? Because then you are not being watched in the highest level of the land. If I was that investor, I would then think about the next move. Because I saw this coming in my own way, not through government too. Because my mind works very sharp. So I said that, this thing, these people should immediately do something about price. Because if the president of the nation himself says that I cannot afford to pay for DStv for my staff because it is expensive, immediately she should send a queue to you to look at it. So this one, it is a disregard of what?
Lawful directions from the authority.
Yes, this is what they have reached.
Okay.
This is a lawful direction from a ministry. That is lawful. That is a legal entity. That is pretending over your work. The regulator's boss is telling you that consider to do A, B, C, D. That is it.
What lessons should Ghana draw from this in terms of future, negotiations with companies like that who want to come and operate in this country?
I've always said that we should do our own thing and we should have good negotiations with anybody who wants to come and do business in Ghana. Negotiations that will make sure that the citizenry, they are not cheated and they get the best value for money. I don't know the kind of contract they are holding. I don't know the kind of clauses in those contracts. But we need to be able to even do our own thing. Because you see, when you watch DStv, a content, Ghana has only Akwaba Magic. Apart from Akwaba, Nigeria has about 20. The one that has so much content, you are charging it lower. We have only one channel. And even in the Akwaba Magic, which is the second one?
We have Akwaba Magic Ebusa and Akwaba Magic proper.
Oh, these days is the Akwaba Magic.
Really?
Yes. And we have our TV3, Joy News, and the
On
news
there.
channels. You get me?
Yeah.
So even we are not, enjoying it.
Okay.
Do you
So,
understand?
yes. So let's see how this all unfolds. Let's move on to other topics.
If they don't
now.
listen there, then that will be it.
So this conversation started on the back of how well you think the country is doing.
Yes,
And
it's
we
very
also
good
spoke
though.
about
Now you can see that there is a government in power who thinks about Ghanaians. These days, people, they've been there. We are paying big prices, high prices, bad content. Nobody has come to our rescue. Today, we have a government that thinks about us, starting from the head.
Great.
And now moving it down.
But are we also looking at the impact of that on investor confidence?
No,
For example, if a business wants to set up in a country and the business is watching the sort of treatment we are meting
We are not
to
beating anybody.
DStv, to DStv.
We are not beating
yes,
anybody.
I know, but
yes.
I'm just asking a question.
It
Wouldn't that affect that investors' willingness to come into operating?
The signal that is sending is that you don't come in to come and cheat Ghanaians.
Okay.
You get me? You don't come and do things anyhow. The fact that somebody is an investor coming doesn't mean that investor is above Ghanaians. Ghanaians are at the apex of everything. And you, the investor, you are below, beyond the Ghanaian. So you are here to serve the people of Ghana. You are not here to cheat or lord over Ghanaians. Do you get me?
Yeah.
From here, I even want the Ministry of Trade and Industry and Jobs to interrogate the kind of treatment that are given to Ghanaians who work in multinational companies.
Okay.
We need to look at interrogate it. Ghanaians should be happy. Now Ghanaians should feel that they are in Ghana. Today, I see that the queues at the embassies have reduced. Me, I'm even happy of what Trump has done. That he says that we shouldn't come to his country. We should stay here and build this nation of ours. Make it beautiful.
Okay, so
Make it
please
strong.
follow me on this.
I'm following you.
You say that the CD is appreciated. We are
Yes.
doing well. Just
You are all been
yesterday.
doing well. You are looking beautiful.
Nanaya, thank you. Just yesterday,
Why are you laughing?
we heard that
I'm not.
Nanaya wants to use me
Because I
as
said-
evidence.
exactly,
Evidence
I see-
for. I'm not part of this like you.
But she's my person.
She's always been beautiful.
Oh, now there's more crap. I'm going to take her to my office.
Oh, that would be good.
Nanaya,
Yes,
Kojo,
darling.
please, it's okay. No. Yesterday, we heard that government has increased producer price of cocoa. Now, I'm
Yeah.
linking this to the appreciation of the CD and the impact of that on various sectors. When it comes to the cocoa sector, it appears, in as much as we are making all these gains, they are seemingly unhappy about what it means for them because the increment went from $3,100 to $5,040. That is in dollars. Yeah.
5,000.
And 40. 5040.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now, if you look at
50, 40.
the Ghana CD equivalent of this increment, it appears the increment is actual pittance in CDs, right? They are still operating around 3,000 somewhere, and I can find the actual figure for you, Kojo. 3,000 and something, right? Per bag, in terms
yes.
of, yeah.
Okay. It is 3,228.
Great. So which is 128 CDs increment.
Yes.
In as much as we are seeing the free on-board value, everything that they're saying, what is your response to cocoa farmers and the concerned association, in fact, everyone in that cocoa value chain who say that this is just not good enough? Because when you were coming into office, you promised 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag and a 70% increment in the FOB value. So how do we reconcile what we are seeing right now and what the farmers or those who actually are in the industry, what they are saying?
You see, Sweetie, I don't think the farmers want to wait till December 7, 2028 before they get 6,000. Do you get me? His Excellency Mahama has been around for 6 months. If in 6 months he has been able to increase it by this level, that is about $2,000 difference or something like that, then it means that by 2028, this will be far way above this. He says 6,000 when he comes. He didn't say 6,000 when. Do you get me? Okay. So he could have decided to wait and say that 2027 my increase will come.
Okay,
but
so
it's now he's increased it. It's incremental.
But you were talking about the 6,000 in 2024.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Then he said that when he comes to power, he will increase it by 6,000. Do you get me? I want to see where, I don't know specifically where he said it, but I think he said it. If everybody is saying he said it, then it means he said it.
He did.
I'll check a few things. So the point is that if he said it, now he has come. He has increased it. So if he's saying 6,000, it is only how much left for 6,000, up to 6,000? A few dollars. Then you get to 6,000. He says 5,040.
Yeah, that's in terms of the tin. But it's the bag. The bag which is now being sold for 3,200 and... okay. No, the bag which is now being sold for is now selling for 3,228. When the MPP announced that 3,100, the NDC said, no, it should be 6,000.
Yes, but you see, the NDC just, you see, we are rushing. The NDC just came into power. We have to find out when NPP came to power the first 6 months, did they increase cocoa prices for the farmers? I mean, these are some of the things, but we don't want to go always talking about like equalization. He has come 6 months, even there's no money. MPP, look at the money that people are talking about. This one has taken this. It's alleged though, but some people, look at all these money. Some when I hear, I'm scared. That who can steal money or take money like this? I can't say steal, but how can this be alleged? So typically, there's no even money, but he has tried to pay this amount for now.
But the argument the farmers put up is that when you were promising them 6,000, you didn't add an if clause.
No, so if he gives 6,000
to 6,000,
if he do 60, that's 6,000 today forever. Is that what we want?
Yes, it would have jumped them from 3,000 to 6,000. That's a huge
contract. No, I'm saying that you do 6,000 today, you don't increase again. Would they be happy?
Oh, Oliver Twist, you remember that?
On page 43 of the manifesto, it says, well, to raise cocoa prices to 6,000. That is not on 43, but I wanted to quote something for you for 43. Quote, ensure regular price increments in line with world market trends and to protect farmers' share of export value.
Do you get me?
Now, I want to tell you what the market trends say, but before that, let's listen to what the Agric Minister said when he was vetted, when he met Parliament's vetting committee, and then we'll come back and continue.
Under the leadership of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, to consider giving Ghanaian cocoa farmers a minimum of 6,000 Ghana cedis for the 2024-2025 cocoa season. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, in determining the producer price of cocoa, you look at the FOB price or the world market price. Then you look at the exchange rates. For purposes of clarity, I want to walk you through how we determine producer price of cocoa in 2016, and then do the comparison, then conclude on the matter for everybody to understand.
Chairman, Chairman, Honorable Leader. Yes.
So there you have it. He actually did say 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag, Nanaya.
So I am
you are saying that
incrementally,
in line with the
yes,
what was written in the manifesto,
yes,
we're going to see a marginal increment.
Why not? I mean, I know for a fact that this will not end here. So the cocoa farmers should have some patience.
But it's also seasonal.
He mentioned the crop season. He mentioned it.
But it's only one crop season. I mean,
but he mentioned the crop season.
I'm not a cocoa person, but I'm saying that do we have only one crop season?
We don't.
So
but the question we're asking is, if you say, I would increase your price per bag to 6,000, say 2025.
Okay.
And in 2025, this is August, and you're doing 128 cedis.
As an increase.
Yes, exactly. Yes. When are you going to add the other over 2,000 that you have to add to get to 6,000?
But we haven't ended 2025, have we?
But really, realistically.
No, but you don't know what I mean. Anything can happen.
Really?
For me, till we get to the end of everything, I don't make certain arguments. Let's see what is going to come out of this whole thing. But me, I'm saying that the cocoa farmers should have patience and see, and let's talk, let's continue to dialogue. But the point is that maybe where the issue is the appreciation of the cedi. You see, when the cedi, His Excellency Mahama has done well, that the appreciation of the cedi is where maybe the problem is. Because the cedi has appreciated. If it was still 17 and you gave 5,000, that's a lot of money. But does that
argument hold? Because your...
No, but that's what they were saying.
No. Your promise is based on the FOB price, how much you get. And you're saying that and the FOB price is in dollars anyway, because that's what you get from the international market. So if you get the dollar, whether your economy has improved in terms of the exchange rate, it still doesn't affect how much the global market will pay you for.
You see, the point is that I haven't done the analysis to find out the trends that is available, because that is where we can make proper arguments about whether what the government has given or what government has given to the farmers are good or bad. Because we are able to do that trend analysis. Like we're talking about Mnet, the market share. So we are going to make some scientific analysis. You will not be able to arrive at whether this is good or this is bad. Do you understand me? So I think that we should all take our time. I haven't done that, but take our time to do an analysis of what the situation is. And for me, the year has not ended. They have given this amount. So it's
the highest increment ever that any government has done since 2008 is, okay, so the MPP 2023-2024 did 1,200.
Why are you using them as a basis? What did Atamils do?
No, because I'm talking about the highest, because Atamils 2009-2010 increased by 36 cedis.
Okay.
2010,
I want
2011.
percentages, so I don't want amounts. Percentages.
But I'm looking at that.
No. Sometimes you look at the absolute amount, you don't get the impact of it.
But the absolute amount that the farmer is going to depend on, not the percentages.
But the increase in the percentages also tell you, and you can do like a graph of it to see how it has been. Because if you always use the amount, now 5,040 is some amount of money, but if the dollar cedi was 17 cedi, I don't think they would have complained. Because when you change it, you see a vast difference. But now, because the cedi has appreciated, the great thing, that is why these issues are coming up.
Yeah, but the point the farmers are pointing out to you is that you knew how the economy behaves.
You knew how?
I mean, the manager, the agric minister knew exactly how the cocoa price behaves. So if you are making a promise, you have to bring that if.
When the agric minister was talking, the cedi dollar was 17. Yes. Nobody ever thought that His Excellency Mahama could change the trajectory of the forex like he has done today. I'm telling you, people didn't believe him.
Even your government,
I said that Ghanaians didn't believe him. I said that he was going to make it. Do you get me? I said that even a change in government will be a factor of the market. And the market will react when there's a change in government. When I said the people didn't even believe it, not my own people, then people said it can never be done. And that when His Excellency Mahama comes to power, the cedi dollar will be 20 cedis. Do you get me? At the time that he was speaking, he didn't know that His Excellency Mahama has the trick to change things. He was waiting quietly for things to settle, and he has changed it. It's unfortunate that people are saying, "Me, I like it. I wait."
No, but my argument still stays that my point is that the FOB you get, what is in dollars, the world market price is not changing because your economy, your city has become stronger. So if, say, you are getting 7,000 from the international market, even though your city has strengthened, why are you using that as a basis to then price, I don't think that give lesser to the farmers? I don't think that, anybody thought about cedi dollar ratio. At this time, I said I'll give you 6,000. You get me? I'm giving you 50-40. No, the 6,000 is not per ton. No.
Per ton.
The 6,000 cedis was per bag. That's not per ton. Per ton, you're seeing there's $5,000.
But why are you not talking about that one?
The farmer.
It will translate into a bag.
The farmer, exactly. That's what they use.
But I am saying that
they don't use the per ton. They use the 64 kg bag.
I am saying that this is what has been given. We have September, October, November, December, 4 months. So the year ends. We don't even know what we will do at Christmas. We don't know what the government will put in place. Do you get me? So I don't know if you're speaking to the Agric Minister.
We spoke to the CEO
so what is he saying? Because he is in there. I will speak what my mind says and what exists. So I am saying that 50-40. Why you are not satisfied with his answers? That's why you are still talking about it.
Oh no, that's why I ask for questions. You always ask questions.
So I am saying that if the government said they'll give 6,000, they have given 50-40, which translates into something. Let's wait and see. We can only make arguments till after the year ends. Do you understand? And we have to also dialogue and talk about it.
Okay, this is my last question, and we have to go. You are back on the board of PURC.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we've seen increment in tariffs. We saw water, electricity at the beginning of, I think, in the second quarter. And then we saw another upward adjustment.
No,
I remember
2%.
Say again.
2%.
Yes. There was 50-something, and then
it was 15.
Hold on a second. 14 point something percent,
and then there was, I think, 4%.
Yes, and the second one was just electricity, not water. The question on my mind and on the minds of many Ghanaians is the PURC just okay with this? Now I'm asking this because, again, before this administration took office, they talked about giving us some reliefs, in terms of how our money can actually do more for us.
That's what is happening.
Okay, but if you do an increment in electricity tariffs, you're asking the Ghanaian to pay more. And we understand that there's so many issues riddling the energy sector. But then again, we are paying 1 cedi per liter on fuel. So at what point do we start to see the reliefs that we were promised, especially when it comes to electricity tariffs?
You see, the issue with electricity and water is more of an IMF thing, you know that. The MPP went for IMF. Before IMF, they went to IMF, we were giving subsidies. Government was paying subsidies for the vulnerable class, for the classes of 0 to 300. Now it cannot be done because these are conditionalities. Number 2, the MPP, they do not increase tariffs. The last 2 quarters of 2024. So there was a backlog of revenue requirement. That is not debt. The revenue requirement of the utility was also there. Do you get me? Then there is also the issue of the forex. This same forex we are talking about, it depreciated the value of the tariff tremendously. Do you understand? Tremendously. So these are issues that when we came, there was almost 1 billion cedis lying that has to be paid to the utilities as a revenue requirement.
Okay.
So then we need to look at it because 2 quarters, 3 quarters, the tariff was lying there. Because
usually it's the PULC that fights for us, you know, in terms of fair pricing that meets the current atmosphere for the Ghanaian economy and all that. But it was the PULC that was defending these tariff agreements for me.
The PULC is on the, you see, our law is that, you see, we don't have to, it's on the, it's at the side of the utility service provider.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not on our side.
It's law. They said that we have to look at the viability of the utility service provider.
Okay.
And also quality of service for the consumer. So it is not only on the consumer side, because you see, money or revenue requirements impacts on quality of service. If they don't have adequate money to work,
okay,
it impacts on quality of service.
Okay.
So these things we need to really, the last 2 tariff increases were sort of a conditionality from the IMF. If we didn't go to IMF, the government would say that, yes, you did your calculations and we saw an increase. I'm taking everything. It used to happen.
Okay.
But now they are saying no. And who went to IMF? Is it not MPP?
Yeah, time is up, Nanaya. Thank you. If there's anything you want to shine light on in the next 30 seconds or a minute, we will allow
not much. I'm just saying that we should all come together and build our nation, Ghana. Ghana, I believe in Ghana. I don't believe in us traveling to go anywhere to do menial jobs. When we have everything in this country, we should love ourselves. We should come together as one people and build this nation. As for the politics, it will be there. But we should love ourselves. And then people, they should stop the plenty talking. They are having it good. Because in 2017, the NDC did not have it good like they are having it today. So they should stop all the noises and make sure and give His Excellency Mahama the peace of mind to build this nation for us.
And I just said we should stop the politics, and you're calling out NPP.
No, I'm calling them out to tell them that they should allow His Excellency Mahama. When he does something good, they are also enjoying. So when he does something good, they should appreciate it and let everybody know that he has done well. And he's also doing well.
Nana Yaa Jantuah there, and she is a presidential staffer, board member of PURC, and she joined us this morning for all-encompassing conversation. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll tell you about some other conversations coming up your way. Please stay. Holy Around the world and across Ghana's 16 regions, this is the AM show. Now let's talk about Give Thyself Holy Conference. I have Bishop Eddie Fabian in studio from the United Denominations of Lighthouse Group of Churches, and he's here to tell you all about the Give Thyself Holy Conference. And Bishop, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I must say, I was enjoying our conversation before we went on air.
You see, I think we can still continue here.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So let's start from 1 Tim 5:14.
That's right.
Where you pick the topic or the subject matter,
the theme,
right. Give Thyself Holy
Conference.
Elaborate on that for us.
Yes, so 1 Timothy 5:14 says that meditate on these things, give thyself wholly unto them, that your profiting will appear unto all. And that is the scripture that the Lord gave to Bishop Dag Heward-Mills when he was coming into full-time ministry. And that has been his foundational scripture for everything that he does, that if you give yourself wholly to the things that you're doing, your profiting will appear. And when it comes to ministry also, it's the same thing. If you're going to do well, you have to give yourself wholly to the things that you're doing. Many times people do things, in halves and partially, and you don't get the profit as you have to. So this theme is for anybody who really wants to do very well in ministry.
Okay. And you were telling me that this is the 21st edition.
Yes.
And you've not missed a year.
No.
So what's the focus of every year gathering people and telling them or leading them to know how to give themselves wholly? What is the focus here?
So the focus really, for Bishop Dag, he believes You know, before 2004, we used to have camp meetings, which is just for the lighthouse churches, the pastors. And so we used to have all these, camp meetings, but after a while, he felt the leading to include other pastors because many other people needed the information that he was sharing, what God has given to him over the years, how he has built the church, and so people gather basically to hear his testimony, how the Lord has used him. Now we have over 4,000 churches worldwide in over 100 countries, and that's the doing of the Lord. But also God used the man. And how did he use him? What are the things that he has been doing all these years? And that's what people want to hear, because it's not easy to make the church grow. It's a very, very difficult thing. So everybody wants to come and receive. And as they come, they are really blessed when they come.
So, I've just listened to you talk about how, you can find many testimonies in terms of how this conference has turned people's lives around.
Yes.
But let's talk about the pastors or the ministers of God. How does this conference help shape them or put them back onto the direction that they originally... I know for sure that we are like pencils. You know how they say that? Every once in a while you get blunt, you have to sharpen it.
That's right.
Let's talk about the intersection between how Bishop Dakiwad Mills sets them back on the path. Because I believe that you have to train the trainers. Is that what you seek to do here?
Yes. So I think I like the word you use, sharpen. Because there's actually a scripture that talks about iron sharpened iron. So what it is that, in fact, originally, this conference was called the Iron Sharpened Iron
No
Conference.
way. Okay.
And then after some time, Bishop Dag felt that, no, that's the original thing God gave to me. So I really want to use that. But yes, what it is that when people gather and we come, we sharpen one another. And as you come and you hear the word of God, you are sharpening in the ministry, things that you should have done that you were not doing, all that. We are brought back to focus. And some of the things that Bishop Dag is passionate about, church growth and leadership, and then also loyalty and disloyalty, which is one of the subjects that has affected many churches. Many churches are broken up because of disloyal people that have come up in the churches and affected what is going on. So when we come and we hear, and especially pastors who come with their associate pastors and all that, the leaders in the church, they get to learn all these things and they apply them. And the churches, we have, like you said, many testimonies. There was one pastor recently sent his testimony, Pastor Charles Ampedu, somewhere in the central region, somewhere there. And the church has grown so beautifully. He says that he's not met Bishop Dag before, and this is his first time. He's coming for the conference. Actually, the conference is starting this morning. Probably started by now.
Today.
Yes, yes, this morning.
Yeah. I like everything you're saying, Bishop Fabian. And I also understand that you sort of interpret into multiple languages.
That's right.
And you broadcast to international audiences as well.
Yes.
So what is the benefit of that or the significance of doing that? And please, because we are pressed for time, add the details of the conference when you're done with it.
Okay. All right. So the reason why we have that is because people come from different nations. We have so many nations represented there, from almost all the continents. Yes. So we need people to translate, interpret all that, for them to understand. So they are actually gadgets for those who want to hear. Yes, so they have it on and they listen as he ministers. But usually the French, the French countries, we have quite a number of them because of the African participation that we have. So we have that done whilst he's preaching. So there's somebody interpreting in French, yes. But the other languages, like the Spanish and all that, we have people seated in places who are just doing that.
Okay.
And so, yes, so the conference is on. It started this morning, 9 a.m. And so you should be there at the Anakaso Bible and Ministry Training Center. The place is jam-packed. so many people, and these are all ministers, because actually it's for ministers. It's not for anybody at all, or somebody who is serious in ministry. This is a program for you. And so I want to call out to you. It's not too late. You can come. And I'm sure that just even a few hours sitting there in the presence of God, your life will not be the same again. Your ministry will not be the same again.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Bishop Eddie Fabian.
That's right.
And I wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So this is on the Give Thyself Holy Conference. It started already and it's running through till the 8th of August 2025. So do well to attend. That's it. Let's take a quick break. When we return, I'll tell you about the Energy Commission competition. Be right back.
So let's talk about that particular renewable energy challenge. And I've been joined in the studio by the Energy Commission's Acting Executive Secretary, Mrs. Eunice A. Brichum. I also have Julius Nkansa-Nyako, his project coordinator with the Energy Commission. I have Samuel Deborah, is the director for training, assessment and quality assurance with the TVET service, and Olivia Sewapari from the Ghana Education Service. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Let me start with you, our Executive Secretary. So what's this, Energy Commission's SHS Challenge about, and what inspired its launch in 2019?
So the challenge is a project-based competition which highlights various projects which have been developed by senior high school and TVET students to solve problems that they have identified in their environment using a renewable energy solution. So the challenge was born out of the Energy Commission's mandate, which under the Renewable Energy Act 2011, which is Act 832, which is to promote the development and the efficient use of renewable energy resources through public education, through training, and through regulation of entrepreneurs in the sector. So we have this challenge also to mainstream, to facilitate the mainstreaming of renewable energy and energy efficiency technologies and programs in our educational curriculums and training institutions. So in 2019, the Energy Commission, in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service, initiated this competition. We started out in the Greater Accra region, but now the competition has spread throughout all the 16 regions in the country. And basically, the intent is to have our students, through creative thinking, provide or promote innovative projects that solve a particular problem in our environment or in our communities. So that is how the challenge came about. And usually the good projects or outstanding projects are awarded a prize. And also we have some other things that we do that we'll talk about later. To take it from there.
And in terms of real impact, over the years that you've done this, how is it like? So
what the impact has been to help our students. In fact, it's amazing to see the projects that they come up with. I've been very, very impressed at some of our technical schools and the projects that they come up with. And it helps to build confidence. It also helps them to really showcase what they can do and what's going on in their schools. As I mentioned earlier, there's some follow-on. The winning prize each year, we have a relationship with CSIR, which my colleague will talk some more about. And we even offer internships to the students from the winning team and so on. So it really helps to build confidence. And we're really looking at how we can even do more in helping to, solve real problems, in our national space and in our communities through this competition.
Very interesting. Now this year, you're focusing on sustainable energy for a healthier future. Yeah. What's informing this? Okay, so the theme this year, Sustainable Energy for a Healthier Future, was chosen to emphasize how renewable energy can positively impact health, also the environment and livelihoods through solutions
that can be developed using renewable energy as a base. So we're looking to address key areas such as waste management, health and healthcare, and agriculture.
Okay. Let me bring in Julius now. Julius, run us through the focus areas for this year's challenge, and the structure of the contest from the regionals to the grand finale.
Okay, thank you very much. And this year we are focusing on 3 key areas, and we are looking at food security, health delivery, and waste management. I know that these are areas that affect the economy of any country. So we are leveraging on the innovative ideas of our young brains in the senior high schools to come up with innovative projects that address these 3 key areas in their local community, and then also nationally and into the future globally. So that's the key, the 3 key areas that we are looking at. Additionally,
so projects would have to be designed along these areas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And regarding the challenge, the scope, it's open to all senior high schools and technical institutions in the country.
Okay.
And at the regional level, we take 10 schools from each region. So in the regions where we have more than 10 senior high schools and technical institutions, they conduct a preliminary competition for us to get the 10 schools in the various regions. Then we hold the regional competitions where the best project and the best school qualifies for the zonals of the competition. And at the zonals, we have we group the country into 2, the northern zone and the southern zone. So 8 schools from these sectors will compete, and then we get the 6 best schools. So 3 coming from the southern zone, and then 3 also from the northern zone, going to the finals, and which will be held in on the 7th of October at the Accra International Conference Center.
Interesting. And now let me bring in Mr. Deborah because today we are in a world where artificial intelligence has come to stay. So what's the role of AI in this year's challenge?
Thank you very much. As you indicated at the beginning, AI is the way to go at the moment, and it plays a role in all the things that we do. So the introduction of AI into this year's challenge is to make sure that the solutions that our students are going to provide are smarter and more efficient. Quite apart from that, using the AI will make the project more impactful and also prepare them for future of work, because that is the way to go now. So that's why we introduce, so that they can have the feel of introducing AI in the proposed solutions that they, projects that they will be presenting for the competition.
I'm anticipating that not all of these students will understand AI and its usage. So any guidance for them
yes.
as they embark on this?
Yes, they have their teachers in the schools that helps them even in conceptualizing the idea that they have, and then working through with the principles and theories that they have taught them in the classrooms. So we have the teachers that work with them through the projects is presented for.
You are from the TVET service.
Yes,
so
please.
what's your role in all of this challenge?
Good. Ghana TVET service is responsible for all the technical institutions in Ghana, both the private one and the public ones. So what we'll do in this competition is to make sure that we keep up the interest of our students and our schools so that they can participate, help them mobilize the students so that they can also participate. Then we provide the technical and administrative support so that they can do all the necessary things. And as my brother Mr. Nkansa indicated, when we're supposed to present 10 schools for each region, so in the case that we have more than 10 schools in each region, we'll organize a preliminary where we shortlist so that we can get the 10 to be presented for the competition. Okay. So these are some of the roles that we do. We also prepare the teachers so that they can really encourage the students and then take them through the process successfully.
Let me pose the same question to Olivia, Opari. You're coming from GES, so what do you do in this contest?
Thank you so much. We plan and prepare the learners for the competition. And then we support in the implementation with respect to the theme. So much as Mr. Nkansa said, we are looking at food security. So all the needed technical supports we give to the learners as well as the teachers through coaching. So through coaching, our learners are able to do empirical research to defend whatever projects that they come out with. So we have thorough education for them. Right from the beginning, that is at the zonal level, from the regional level to the zonal level, even to the final stage.
Okay.
We give them that adequate support so far as GES is concerned. Thank you.
Right. And thank you for that role that you played there. Julius, kindly let us understand the success stories that you've had and what the plan is beyond the contest.
Okay, I think over the past 5 years, we've chugged a lot of successes. We've seen very brilliant and innovative projects being developed by our young students. We've provided them with skills in research or innovative research, critical thinking, problem-solving abilities. And this is something that has helped them in transitioning from the secondary schools into the tertiary institutions. So when they go to the university, it becomes easier for them to fit in and then continue with the work that they are doing. We are working with some partners and research institutions and the universities to develop this project that our schools submit. And notably, we are working with CSIR, where they build on the work that the students present. So we have one project which was presented by Peje Senior High School from the Volta region, one of the winning projects, which CSIR together with us have worked on it. And we are currently working on the patent rights before we commercialize the project. Okay. So once we've achieved the patent rights, we invite industry players to come in and manufacture the product in large quantities so that we commercialize it. And we expect that monies that will come out of the sales of the project will go to the schools, the students, and also the program itself. Okay. And it's a hope that in the next few years we will get an innovative project that will break all barriers and become impactful to the global economy.
Okay, all right, grateful to you. Now, I would invite Mrs. Eunice Abrichum to then declare the 2025 edition officially launched.
So on that note, I have the pleasure of declaring the 6th Energy Commission Senior High Schools Renewable Energy Challenge duly launched.
Right. Thank you very much. So for the schools, now the competition begins, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And I wish all of you all the best. I hope that my school will become one of the winning schools. And you know yourself, very good Senior High School, do me the honors, yeah? Thank you very much. Mrs. Eunice Abrichum is the Acting Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission. Julius Nkansa Nyako is Project Coordinator of the Energy Commission, working on this project. Samuel Deborah is with the TVET service. He is Director in charge of training, assessment, and quality assurance. We had Madam Olivia Sewa Opare representing the Ghana Education Service. Thank you very much for coming. And on that note, we wrap up our show for you today. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll meet again, God willing, tomorrow. Up next is News Desk. Remember, I did this with, the beautiful looking Sweetie Aborchi. Good morning.